What up, Chris? What up, Adam?
Shit. I'm sleeping in the chat.
Cuando no, cuando no. How you guys feeling
Just
today?
tired, bro.
Yeah, me too. Don't fucking
Cansado, loco. Valiendo verga.
tired as fuck. Hungover.
All right. We're leaving a
Angelito.
screen his name out from far away.
Nope, that's not what I want.
What's up, baby?
What up? What up, Papa? How are you? Little Apple,
I'm
Eddie.
right.
What up, man?
Oh shit, that's right, YouTube. Huh? Oops.
Doing same shit.
Somos dos, loco.
Let
Same
me
thing.
let me hop on that YouTube right quick. Por el YouTube tube.
Whole body sore. Random bruises on my leg. Shit. Good night.
You know, I
What up,
have this
Manny? Jules.
same thing. I have a bruise on my bottom right ab area. I don't know how. You guys need to stop touching me. All these people need to stop touching me. Touching my abs. Someone probably socked me because shit low-key hurts.
Cause you deserve it.
Probably.
Nah, Angel was on his best behavior yesterday.
Actually, I was. I really was.
It wasn't
Stopped a
until
He
you.
couple.
really
I
was, dog.
stopped a couple fights from happening.
No word.
Asked a couple. Yep.
Good shit.
Mhm.
What up, y'all?
What up, George?
What up? What up? I had to give Arya some milk.
You gotta go what?
I see the devil behind me.
Who's that? Misa?
Yeah, me. So this nigga brought a bottle. Angel, shoot
This
through,
who?
dog.
This
Fuck
who?
What?
tomorrow.
This
Shoot
who,
through,
George?
Angel.
I'm not shooting anywhere right now. Look, it's Monday podcast. Monday podcast.
Nah, I gotta switch it up. You're
Nah,
right. I was thinking
but
that way, but
it's a Monday podcast. Pedialyte today. We're sponsored by Pedialyte.
it's that
Yo,
shit.
pura agua y cafecito, loco.
What you
Let's
mean?
get it.
I
Huh?
should be drinking. I should be drinking fucking some Peter Light too, but fuck
Yo,
that.
dog. Did we see each other yesterday, Rudy?
I saw you, and then I didn't. I never made it up to the stands.
This is accurate.
I never
Mhm.
made it up to the
I
stands.
I went down
Is that
because I
state?
seen Rudy in trouble.
I wasn't
Hey,
even in
Jules.
trouble.
That's right.
I know
Shout
you
out to
weren't. I'm just
shout out to
saying.
Jules.
It
She's
looked
saucy.
like something was going on, so I went down. Me and Jeremy went down together.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
No, I had no idea that even happened until
No.
after the game. Mhm.
Yeah, man. Fuck that. I was a
Yeah,
little
and
upset.
straight up, I didn't even think that. I just figured you were probably somewhere at the top or some shit. Because like, for example, you know how you guys just talked about, did Fruity even saw George or whatever. I saw Masa. I knew he was there, because in the
What
stands,
up,
right?
Carlos?
Because he was down the street. I mean, down the street. He was a few rows down from me, and I saw him, but we didn't really chat a whole bunch
It was
yesterday. Huh, Masa?
chaotic, huh?
No,
Honestly, dog,
I
I
don't.
was chilling with Gio, Toti, and John. So I was kicking it
Yeah.
with the old homies.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I don't think it was like, because it was really chaotic. I just think everyone, just saying hi to a lot of people, talking to a lot of people. In my
So,
case, I can't go to home games, so,
I
just
didn't see you in a
talking
while.
to a whole bunch. Yeah, exactly. So, just a lot of random
Apple
people, and
pie, cafecito.
obviously Javi was there, so Javi and I were chilling, chopping it up for a long time. And I would talk to Javi, and someone would come through, and then we'll chop it up, and just do some Javi or whatever, and just all this type of shit. So, good times though. But yeah, I
Hey,
feel like I feel like I barely talked to Masa.
Yeah.
shout out to whoever I went to eat and arms with after. It was like 12
Yo,
of us.
you know
Probably.
what's crazy? We were what's your face said, oh, let's all go to Pescador. Oh, so we made a thing to do Pescador right after the game with Eve and Carlos, because me and Carlos were gonna have a bachata competition to see if I dance better than Angel.
Sure. Ha ha.
So we were gonna go to
Please.
Pescador, and we showed up and we were chilling. We're like, oh, let's just wait for people to get there. It was closed. It took me a second to realize, like, wait, no one's
It
showing
was
up. What's
Sunday,
happening?
yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But here we thought it was like a fucking Friday. We were about to go crazy and shit.
That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I ended up fucking. I ended up getting kicked out of Stank, and I got kicked out of Tom's Urban too.
You
And then
did?
What'd you do?
Yeah, and then I snuck back in when you guys got there.
Oh shit, really? Why'd you get kicked out of Tom's Urban?
Because I don't have an idea and I was talking shit.
Oh, all right.
I said, the Maya look like I'm 121. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I mean,
I was just mad. I was
you,
just
sometimes
mad.
to me, you look 20 to me.
Mitch,
Look 20 to me.
weren't you the one calling
Shout out
42
to
years old?
shout out
Listen,
to Carlos, dog. That fool
that's a lie.
passed out on the table at Norm's, dog,
That's tight.
yesterday. Yeah, that shit was clutch as fuck though.
That's tight, man. Yeah, it was good times.
You feel it, Misa?
Dog, fucking oh, we'll talk about it. Never mind. I don't want to bring it up. We'll talk about it.
All right.
When we get to the show.
Georgie, just a heads up, your mic is not on though, by the way.
No,
Pretty sure.
it is. Oh no, it might not be on because I just connected my Bluetooth. You're right. Good looks.
Better?
Yeah.
Carlos Septrosomio.
Yeah, something like that. I woke up to eat and then passed out again.
That was the hottest day, dog. That shit was hot as fuck.
Dog, it was hot. I legit almost saw like 8 people almost faint in the fucking stadium.
Pobre Rob.
Rob,
I heard he almost fucking died.
dog, he looked at me. He's like, "Do you have some water?" And I looked at him like he looked like one of those fucking those zombies or one of those vampires from what's that shit? The Wolf versus the
Twilight?
Zombie.
Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight. He looked that
Wolf
pale.
versus zombie, huh? You mean wolf versus vampire?
You know that. So I looked at him and I immediately got sober because I was like, I know CPR. I'm gonna have to do CPR because this motherfucker's about to faint. But luckily, he was jacking Brian's water, so he was cool.
Oh, shout out to Antonio, because I heard he also went downstairs to buy like 1,000 waters. And just,
Antonio did buy a lot of waters for people.
Yeah, and just gave them out to people that he thought were gonna die soon. So
That's dope.
shout out to
We
him.
don't
He's
pay
a
our
savior.
taxes. We got money for water.
Yeah.
Apparently, I sounded possessed on the Uber ride home. I don't remember that shit at all.
Oh, dog. Germ sent me the video, and you're legit like on some Emily Rose like possession.
Damn.
I thought Jesse was with Germs. It was that.
Dog. Yeah, man. I rage drink after I got kicked out.
Damn.
Yeah, you got kicked out. You got kicked out on some bullshit though.
I
dog.
did, but I'm cool with it though. Listen,
Oh.
I'm never gonna be cool with it though. Never gonna be cool with it.
What up, Glenn? What's
fucking
up, Papa?
two of our homies got roughed up by a bitch at security, and I called out Scott on it, saying what the fuck was up with that. And I might have said,
But that happened last year too, though, and he didn't do shit about it.
Hey, Evelyn, that red velvet cake was trash, dog. Apple pie was clutch as fuck. You smoking rocks.
There you go. Let him know, Glenn. Let him know.
Damn, that's right, Glenn. You know what? Let me go like this shit too, cause I forgot. 15 likes now. 16 now. What
Let's
mine?
go. Let's go.
And it's 51. It's 52 watching now. Damn.
Let's
People
go,
watching.
man. Hey, did we talk to Vero, homegirl that won the tickets? Angel?
What you mean we talked to her?
I don't remember talking to her.
Are
Do we
you
see her?
dead ass? Don't you have the picture on your phone?
Do I?
Dog,
Might-
this was still at Tom's Urban.
Oh no, you know what? You're right. I do remember that. Yeah, that's the
You-
pregame.
I think
Pregame, yeah.
Yeah, your phone. I'm pretty sure it's your phone.
Yeah,
It
no,
should
you're
be
right.
on your phone.
I remember now.
And you haven't posted it up yet, huh?
No, I haven't posted anything up.
It's all good.
I posted up.
I'll
okay.
say it right now. Oh, Angel, you ain't shit, dog. Romo's bigger than you.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Fighting words. Those are fighting words.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
He just
Straight
reminded
up.
me on the chat.
straight up, Romo is 3252 as fuck, and I'm ACB as fuck. Romo is obsessed with me, so that's what his goals are, to be like me. And listen, I'm bugging. I'm bugging what other people do.
You know what? He did say that he wanted to be like you, and I told him, nah, fool, you're better than Angel. So I hyped him up.
Oh
dog.
shit.
Tom's Urban
Hyped
is,
him up.
is probably not a Galaxy bar,
I'm okay with the hater.
but we had a pregame
Tom's
event
is known
there.
for being a Madrid bar now.
Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, they always have a Galaxy flag hanging. No?
Do they?
Oh
I
no
don't know.
shit.
Yeah, I think they always
I
have a
wouldn't
guy.
know
Like
that.
I've been there
Nah,
before.
I,
It's like,
can't, I can't fuck with that boy.
I don't like that bar either.
well, listen, that's you're asking, and I'm just letting you know.
Madrista as bar, dog.
Yeah, well,
Bitch, I
that
just
for
said
sure
that,
is.
but why gotta be all that?
Because it's accurate.
No,
Well,
why
I
should
mean,
it?
people were asking if it's a Galaxy bar, and I can confirm that they have a Galaxy flag hanging down there, even on non-Galaxy game days, because that's where I went to go pregame for the Judas Priest concert, and I'm like, oh shit, they have a G's flags just hanging up there. But it makes
That's
sense. It's AEG,
AEG,
owned by
yeah.
AEG. It's LA Live. You know, I highly doubt they're gonna have any LAFC shit, you know, anywhere
Well,
on
I'm
there.
from-
So you know,
I'm from Argentina, so I don't know any Spaniard soccer type of shit. So, you know me.
Well,
Eres un gil.
La concha de tu madre.
Esa
Hey,
pibe.
how was the Megapod?
San Lorenzo won.
Oh, the Megapod?
Yeah.
Like, for it being the first time, yo, shout out Chewy. He dealt with all of us and the
Triazo,
mics
yeah.
issues and everybody. Like, everyone there, Nag Boys put in work. Everyone was dope. But some sound complications here and there, given, there was 9 people talking into
Yeah, man.
one. So, listen, for what they did for the first time, it was dope. Like, the conversation was sick, and what I got out of it the most is that if I ever need a pick me up, I'm gonna hit up Chris Tucker to be my motivational speaker.
Yeah, man.
Chris Tucker, legit could hype me up for anything.
Yo, man, especially on their pod when they put the little soundtrack behind them, they had the whole like build up
Oh,
soundtrack. It's
so we
hilarious.
addressed that actually because I mentioned that the very first game against LAFC. Well, again, not the very first game LAFC, but since the rebranding, the game last year. The 4-3 Zlatan debut, the whole 9.
Mhm.
That's when that's the episode. It was episode 74 because we addressed that in the Megapod, and I brought that up. That's like that type of speech when he gives the type of shit like I was wet. I was coming all over the place. Like I mentioned that shit, right? And automatically on the top of my head, you remember what episode it was? Like, oh, boom, episode 74. Go catch that. Go catch it. And I same thing. You know what? If you guys haven't done that, go listen to Rice Squadcast episode 74. Peep that. Top notch.
Yeah,
Top notch.
no, I like it when it goes off on that. It's dope. It gets me hyped. It's pretty dope.
I can confirm I'm gonna die in this pod, y'all. Real
Yeah,
shit.
I seen it, dog. Like you took a shot and it hit me. I was like, ooh, just can't.
Yeah. This is it
Nope.
for me tonight, y'all.
Rip.
That's George's opinion about the pod.
Wait,
My
what pod?
opinion. The Megapod.
Huh? I lost.
Oh yeah. My bad, dog. Damn, my bad.
Nah, I just want to talk
Yes,
about.
Angel. Angel,
Yeah.
yes, Angel. You did a good job.
I just wanted to say that we went to karaoke after, and I did "As Long as You Love Me" by the Backstreet Boys.
That's
Guaranteed.
shit,
I was
no.
Yep.
because I left my headphones there, but he told me that you're not only are you a beautiful person, but you're an amazing singer.
Who said that?
Chewy.
Oh hell yeah, that's right, Chewy.
Karina, it's
I
been
can-
over a year. Why are we still talking about this last episode? It's never gonna happen.
The last episode only has one owner, and that's gonna be Cheesy.
Cheesy,
If we were to
yeah.
release that episode, Cheesy's the only person that's gonna get that last episode.
It'd be like the one fucking sleazy ass dude that bought the Wu-Tang album.
yeah.
For whatever it was.
Hey, that last episode, low-key, there was some controversial shit that we talked about, huh? From what I remember,
I think so.
there
I
was
think
like
so.
some shit that was like, oh damn, there's just
And that's why you guys are
Right?
mad as fuck. That's why you guys
Didn't
mad
we
as
have
fuck?
like 2 episodes like that though that we'd never really put out or release or
one
something?
one was really really controversial where we just went off, and I forget what the technical difficulties were. I think someone didn't send in their something happened, but like when it didn't happen, we're like it was probably for the best that shit never came out because that shit was
That shit was
intense.
wild.
Yeah, I remember it now.
That sounds accurate.
I
Like
introduced Cheesy
Shut
to
the-
blueberries yesterday.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
I don't understand what SFTU mean. Are you trying to say straight from the stance? Because shut the fuck up is STFU.
God.
Listen,
hey, listen.
This-
Just for the record, I'm 100% sure. Like I know I was kind of towards the end of the night when I was already hanging out with Rudy, like after the game and everything. Then obviously because we kept drinking a little bit more, then eventually I definitely got a little bit more on the drunken side, but not obviously not during the game. So I was not the one from the Straight from the Stands podcast that posted on Twitter. What was I forget? Lisa showed it to me. It's you can't beat us rather than writing you can't beat us.
What was
So
that?
one of you guys
What was that? What was that?
can't. It's terrible, and
I wasn't-
people
I
liked it and
wasn't on
retweeted it. You guys,
and on Twitter yesterday.
you know how I know for sure it wasn't me either though, because I don't write the letter. Well, just the U for for you, like the U. I
Yeah.
will write out YOU. So
And I know it wasn't me.
Listen,
'cause I
Take
don't
the,
think
no,
I
somebody
filled
gotta take
that
the L.
account.
Somebody gotta take the L.
it's one of you. Listen, I
Somebody
know
gotta take
Master
the L.
He goes on Twitter, so
Somebody
I'm-
gotta take that L.
I will
man.
bet I bet money if I have
It's
to.
George.
This would be George.
Yes.
I can tell that
Listen.
that's.
from sober George saying it right now, I don't remember doing that, and I don't remember being on social at all or having my phone out. Honestly, I had like so many texts when I saw my phone, so maybe it was me, but I'm not. I'll bet against me, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I know it was me. So
Say it's you.
listen.
Oh, so if you know it wasn't you, Rudy, then 100% it was me.
Yeah, it was me because I was off. Like, my
Which
phone
is
the whole
it's
time.
nothing bad. I just think it's funny. It was
Yeah,
funny.
it is.
Okay.
I
We
just
took
thought it was
the
funny.
L,
Like,
that one,
that's
took that one.
yeah. I had to realize
Oh,
that.
the
Listen, Yeah, it was one. It was a pigeon. Well, that's when I
Oh,
realized it had
hey,
to be one of the one
fuck
of
that
us,
pigeon
being
was the
drunk.
best fucking was the hands down. It was one of the most disrespectful
Fuck
shits I ever
that
said in my life.
pigeon.
Other than you should have swallowed in San Jose. You should have swallowed is number
Oh
one.
my god, I forgot about that. That was
Swallow was
yeah.
the
Fucking
most
wild.
disrespectful shit I've ever
Listen,
said in my
that
life.
All
I
right,
Fuck
boys.
that
so
pigeon, pobrecito. The pigeon, like they forced the bird to be there. Like it's not even his job. Like they tell him do this shit. We're over here disrespecting the fucking bird. God damn.
Y'all ready? Let's go. Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
you can't beat us. And you know how I also know it's George for sure.
Why?
I'm like, I've texted Rudy
Listen,
before.
at
I've
this point,
texted Mazda before.
this
It's
point
the
might
three
be
emoji hands that are there. It's the little darker brown hands clapping. So my emojis are always yellow, so that's how I know it's George.
Good
You're not.
evening.
Oh, by
Hey,
the way, how do you? So one of us also retweeted ourselves. Like, doesn't come.
that's
Listen,
not.
that's how I know we had a good time though. So I ain't even mad about any of that.
Let me try it again. Good evening. Hi,
Fuck
friends.
that pigeon.
Do, 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 do. Fuck that pigeon.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, here. Did you take the shot already? My bad.
How you guys doing?
Oh wait, George. Oh, hold on. So my bad, Rudy. George, what were you saying though about the other side? What about the pigeon chat?
So I obviously we live in the same city, so we know a lot of people that are their fans, and we follow people on Twitter. There's some mutual friends that I have that when you like something on Twitter, it pops out. So that person tweeted out like, "Yo, this shit was the funniest shit ever." Like that shit. He respected it to the fact that he was like, "Yo, that's some shit I would say too, like some down ass shit." And so everyone was saying that "fuck the pigeon" chat was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
But
And,
real shit, hey, that pigeon has a voice. We don't know what the fuck he wants to do. The pigeon probably doesn't want to be there, and we're over here talking shit about him. Cheers.
Well,
dog.
listen, like MOG Cheesy, our boy Cheesy, brought to you by Cheesy. PETA gonna sue us, and that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
That's probably accurate. But you know what? Fuck that pigeon.
Should carve the pigeon to do all that little show.
So,
Fuck off.
good evening. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling today?
I
After-
woke up.
Ooh.
I was chilling. Surprisingly for what I drank yesterday, I feel pretty good. But the devil over here behind me is Stacy's brother Misa, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna shoot through with a bottle of Don Julio." And Mama never raised no bitch, so I'm over here drinking like a dumbass.
You gross, though. Fucking, I woke up drunk. So I had a White Claw and a Modelo.
Hell yeah.
I fell asleep and then I woke up really hungover, though. I was like,
I
oh,
see it's
no.
Pedialyte.
Yeah, man.
So who was
Shit,
it?
Pedialyte.
Oh,
the
you know
fuck?
what?
Are you
So
getting an off-brand? No. We're sponsored by Pedialyte. You better spend that $1 extra for our sponsor, bitch.
stop. Fuck that. It's Tarjay, baby. Tarjay got that good shit.
Yeah, Pedialyte.
Same shit, dog. On the thing when
Nah,
he goes.
hey, we're
it said-
sponsored, bitch.
It's,
Under our
well, no,
contract.
you
Under
guys
our
are sponsored.
contract.
I'm not the alcoholic like you guys.
Oh.
But no, when
Oh.
you, listen,
Oh, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
I
you're
was
an
chill,
alcoholic.
right?
Okay, okay.
well, so Peter's right. So let me burn myself right quick. So
El pescador.
listen, because you guys are asking because you're asking how I'm feeling today, right after everything. So obviously you guys saw, right? So Friday during the day we had our company outing. You know what? For my team, for our tech team. So we started day drinking when we got to the foot golf spot, like at 10:30, open bar type of shit. We didn't leave there until like 3:30, so I had already been drinking. But it was not like that crazy drinking. Then I decided to go to Tony's house for mariscos. I didn't leave there until 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning that next Saturday. I didn't get home until like around 8:30 or so. Even then, when I got home, I didn't go to sleep until like 12:30. Then the only reason I woke up is because I'm like, oh shit, I had put an alarm because of the fucking podcast. Obviously, the mega pod that I want to go to Saturday, right? With obviously George and everyone else, that LA's our house, right? Squadcast, the Nag boys. Who else am I missing? Simply Soccer. Yeah, and I can't remember who else. But point is, oh, that's it, right? Yeah. But I showed up with her, and listen, they'll tell you I showed up and I was still dead. But shout out to Brian. He knows me, so he had my Michelob Ultras ready, cold as fuck. Started drinking them, came back to life out of nowhere. after the Megapod, we went to fucking karaoke, and it's a karaoke spot where you can bring your beer in, you know. So we brought our beer and we
Yo,
had
Angel, hold up, my bad. That spot's right by my curb, huh?
it's
Chuy was
right
telling me
by
that
us.
it's like next to Pollo Loco.
It's right next to the fucking Korean barbecue we went to go eat that at one time.
Dog, he was telling me
Dead
today.
ass.
I'm like, what the fuck? I've never
Yeah,
seen a karaoke
yeah.
spot
We
there.
we can go there. We can do that. We can do it.
Hell yeah.
The point is, we still kept drinking it, and they listen. We still had at least a 24 pack to go, and at that point, until like the guy's like, "Yo, I'm legit. I'm running on fumes. I need to go home. I need to sleep. Right? 'Cause I need to wake up for this game
That's the
tomorrow."
first time you've ever said stop.
Yeah, I said stop. Like, and so
tapped out?
we left. Yeah, I tapped out because listen, I don't want to be dead as fuck for the game on Sunday. You know, priorities, right? Now, at least it is. I was already running on fumes, so legit fumes. Come Sunday, obviously I have to wake up to do shit because obviously I had the kids and like I was dead. I was dying. Like I just wanted. I didn't even want to go to the game. Like fuck. I contemplated for a second. Can I sell these tickets for $1,000 right now? How mad would ACB be? You know, but obviously I'm not gonna do that. So because I still had to do shit. We took off here at 12 because I had to meet up with Antonio to get a few things. Then I stopped to pick up John. Eventually, we got to downtown LA like around 2. And I started drinking with John there, and we were just talking about the shit. John was also fucking hungover. And I was telling him about all this shit. And like legit, I'm on fumes. So I started drinking. But even then, with moderation. And obviously, went through the whole game. And a lot of you guys are trash as fuck because I was not trying to drink at the stadium.
Same
And
as fuck.
somehow,
we're gonna,
I don't- yeah.
same, dog.
Like I had fucking beer after beer after beer, and I don't know how I didn't get super fucked. Obviously, when we got to Tom's Urban after the fact, yes, yeah. So you ask me how I'm doing right now. I had to call out from work this morning.
Hey, to that point,
I had
when
to
I
cut off
came
from
on
work
this
this
on
morning.
this podcast and I was like, yo, I'm thankful we have a podcast just because I get free beer. I don't want that shit anymore. Take your
Done.
beer.
Done.
Fuck you. Save yourself some money. I'm a piece of shit. I don't want none of that anymore. I don't want nothing free. Make me pay for my beer. Because I'm not gonna buy a beer. Fuck that. That shit hurt, dog. What
That was
the
funny
fuck?
to me.
If you get handed a beer, yeah.
And like legitimately, I didn't ask people like yo, and like so I appreciate everyone for that. Like I do big time. I mean, I paid
you.
for a round of drinks at Tom's Urban when we got there, so I'm not a total piece of shit. I did pay for some people's drinks. Like George is total trash, but yeah.
No. Everyone that
mm.
got me a drink, I bought a drink back.
Okay.
Every
Sure. And Rudy's
Name me one
proof,
person.
and Rudy's proof that I also paid for, some of our food, at Tom's Urban later after the fact, right? But point is,
everyone that came
point
up
is-
and everyone, I'm not gonna make them. All right, yeah, my bad. Keep going.
well, it sounds like it. But anyways,
No.
yeah. So so I'm legit probably right now
Oh,
somewhat
shit.
recovered.
Hey,
That's
God,
it.
God damn, dog. What the fuck? Yo.
Well, why are you surprised? Look, it's
Romo's
obviously Rome was gonna, again, he wishes he was on this podcast being me right now. So it
No,
is
no,
what
no.
it is.
I'm talking about Dario.
Uh,
Dario. Yeah, Dario.
Yeah, Dario, I need some snow.
Oh, we
Dario
need some
said-
snow.
Dario said-
Listen, Mr. Cheeky's 2000 said cocaine right above him. So
What
is
the
it?
Let's
fuck's
go to
going on here?
Mexico. Let's
We're
do
not.
recreational.
No
No,
idea.
let's not. Yo, can we
go to
move on?
Mexico.
This
No, let's
podcast
move on.
is never like this.
Recreational.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Like this is getting out of hand now.
Rudy, how was your day?
My
You
game.
woke up.
My day was dope. I woke up late.
Did any of us go to work today?
No, I called
no,
off.
I had to call off. Yeah.
I got
I-
bitches. I went to.
Congratulations.
You're a fucking sucker. Tomorrow's sick day. Hopefully my employers don't watch the show.
No, I called off. I called off since last week. All right, but let's talk about. I mean, outside the activities, we could go back to Yvonne, but let's talk about the actual
Evelyn.
game. Let's talk about this actual game. They can't beat us, right?
Fuck that pigeon.
they legit can't beat us, and it's crazy that we ended up drawing after the way the game started, right?
Oh yeah.
It's wild, but let's get into it. We came out pretty much the way you guys everybody thought we were coming out with
What you mean?
with the lineup. Like we came out-
No. I was the one that called the lineup accurate exactly to how I said it was. So you
No,
guys all had
I-
this-
the only one that I
Oh,
said that I would like to see is Araujo. I said that. I said Antonio was gonna be on the right, but
You made his case for Araujo, and that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Anyways, my bad. You were saying, Rudy?
So we came out with Bingham at goal. Chavez got left.
hey, Joe, you want to prize?
Polenta and Pipo in the middle with Feltra at right. We had Dos Santos and Leggett in the midfield. Fabio playing Cam, Antuna and Pavona at wide with Zlatan being the single striker.
It's like that. That seems like it's our go-to lineup right now, and I'm not necessarily mad at it. For what it is,
We'll talk about that though.
I think it came out good. And this shit got happening real quick, right? A minute
Mm.
50, a minute 50 seconds. Fabio and not Fabio. I'm sorry. Pavon and
Shelvick.
Zlatan link up. Shelvick, Pavon, and
Shelvick.
Zlatan link up. Pavon destroys that midfield with 2 touches.
God,
And
the
sets up
second
Zlatan.
touch, the second touch. There's no one in the MLS. I think, and honestly, I think that's the reason why he broke out because they don't see that type of shit. They don't see that type of touch.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
No, go for it. That touch is stupid, right? And it was just the anticipation of it, right? Because it's not like no high skill move or anything like that. It's just anticipating that they're gonna close them in, so he takes that long touch to break between both of them. My fucking god, that shit was sick. Zlatan looked like an agile player, and it makes a nice run to drift off the defense. What was his name? Zimmerman forgets that he's behind him and leaves him 1-on-1. Doesn't even take a touch. Just takes a shot, first pole, and beats
Lefty.
the Sun. Beats the Sun again. You know what I mean? His Son again. He gets stupid. Oh, a minute 50. 1 minute 50 seconds, and we're up against them. His celebration in front of the fuckers. Take a bow.
Yeah.
Fuck the celebration, dog. You seen his tweets today? Oh, Dios mío.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Oh,
You did it?
Straight up, I haven't been. Listen, I haven't
Oh.
been on social media at all today. I
My
stepped in
my
for about
city,
one-
my so
My
he
rules.
was like my city, my rules, my game, or something like that.
Damn, no, I
Yeah.
missed that completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Galaxy went off
Really?
too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
The
Yo,
Galaxy went off
Galaxy-
on Twitter.
Galaxy IG has less chill than what the fuck we do. We said fuck that Pigeon. Galaxy IG yesterday went crazy. Shout out to whoever's so running. I know who's running it, but shout out to the Galaxy marketing dog. That shit's on point. The social
That
media.
I did see quickly. Yeah,
That was-
briefly.
that
I
was
hopped on
hilarious.
Instagram, just a few times, just right quick. But yeah, I did catch those. Yeah, no chill. That's fucking
That was
that-
hilarious.
I love this
that was hilarious to me. But in typical Galaxy fashion, 10 minutes later, we get equalized at AFC because their goal. Blessing came back from the universe he came back from the universe to score a goal on us. Man, I don't know.
All right, Rudy, let me hear it.
You
I
know
wanna hear
what?
this from
You know what? Hold up. You know what? Yesterday when I got home, I rewatched the game immediately because I was still on that high. I was still on that love. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised they didn't take that shit to VAR. I'm very, very surprised because it took honestly me. I had to see it with one eye because I was a little drunk. But honestly, me, I would have taken that. It was way too close to call, and I rewatched it today again. I rewatched the whole game. Why don't you take that to VAR? I get it that you want
Which one?
an explosive. The first one. That's the one that Vela passed back to the corner, and then the corner centered it in, right? Yeah.
No. Well, Rossi put it back in with a header, and then
No. That's the
Vela
second one,
Vela
right?
set up. Vela set up.
Bella set up Beta Short.
Yeah, that's
Beta
it.
Short
Vela set up
crosses it
better short,
in, and then Rossi heads it
Rossi
back into
hits
the
it.
box.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Pigeon gets a hand on it.
yeah.
yeah,
Dog, the
What's
pass
your
from Vela
offside?
to Beta
Yeah, go.
The,
That's the one.
the pass from Vela to Beta Shore, it's way too close to not have a look at. And listen, I know you want to push, you want to make it interesting, but at the end of the day, if we have these systems for VAR, use these motherfuckers, because then we're gonna see that shit and be like, yo, what the fuck's happening? And we'll get to it, but I think Zlatan had a point of what he was saying. There's no way that you're not gonna. If that game were to be played in our house, that shit would have been a VAR review any day. And I invite anyone to see that replay. Honestly, I thought it was way too close to call. It could have been called either way, but the fact that you didn't see
Didn't even
that
check it out.
is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Either way, though, I think we defended that poorly.
It was very poor. It was
Yeah,
very.
I think we defended that poorly. Like whether it's offside or not, like I think we defended that poorly.
I want to see
and-
better from on that.
From Bigham,
Yeah, I think he got a hand on it.
He got
but-
a hand on it.
Yeah, but like he has the freedom to roam in the box. You don't have to jump from your back line. You could take a couple steps because you're protected in the box. If you get hit, that's a foul. So take a couple steps and knock that shit out.
listen, this is where my beef is with that goal. David Bigham, and again, I will get to it. We will get to it. I don't want you guys to think this is going to be an episode where I'm going to go full fuck David Bigham. But yeah, always right, all
No,
day,
we
every day.
shouldn't, because he saved
Well,
us a
right.
lot.
And listen, well, you guys, I mentioned this. I think last in the tailgate episode that David Bingham, he tends to have really good games. So we'll get to that. I won't address it. But in that specific goal, it's that the ball got crossed into the backside of the post, right in the back end. He's I don't like his positioning where he was. Well, what are you doing? I feel like he was too far out, and that's when he barely touches the goal. He can't get a good hand on it, a good
And
fist
to that,
because
Angel,
his positioning.
I better cut you off, but as a goalie, Rudy, do you think that he dove with the wrong hand?
No.
Listen,
I-
I think he.
I think he dove with the wrong hand.
No. I don't think so.
Really? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He doesn't reach with the other one.
I don't
You
even
have to go
think-
mano. You have to go
Yeah.
mano cambiada, dog.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, he
I,
did.
you do.
Okay.
I think that one's very. And I'm not even. I don't really have a position with this. I don't have a problem with his positioning because he scoots over to the second pole when the cross comes in.
No, he really doesn't.
And then-
To me, he really doesn't. Because if he does, then he probably would have attacked that ball more than he really did. Or
I think he
even-
doesn't, though.
whatever
He
it
doesn't
was,
attack
either
the
that
ball
his
too
he just
late.
has slow feet that he couldn't track back enough. To me, that's on him. Look, I get the whole defensive issue, and it's not because I have a thing as big. I'm not even gonna make an argument for which hand he should have used. It's really more about where he was, because it's not like that ball was rocketed into the back of the net. That ball still had some hang time on it, right before it even got past his hand. So if you're a quicker goalkeeper, or if you're in a better position there, you get to that. I'm not saying he should have grabbed it either, but something else or something better, or at least
he shifts over. What are you talking about? He shifts
No,
over when the ball
I don't
the
think
ball
so.
gets crossed in.
I feel he dove. From
Yeah,
the first
no,
post.
but I'm saying initially when Beta puts the cross in, he shifts over to
Yes, he
cover
did
his
that.
first post. All right, so
Uh-huh.
then the ball comes back in across.
Okay, but how
So-
hard was that
so
header
that's on
back
your
into the
defense.
box? How
Well,
hard is
and
that header
that's
back
where
in the
my
box?
that's where my
I
issue.
think when you
The
header
hang
the
time on
ball,
that.
It
it's a
doesn't
little
matter
lob.
how hard
It's a
the ball
lob.
is, dog.
Oh,
If it's
100%,
it's
you have so
lobbed
much time to get
over,
to the ball.
it's lobbed over. Like what? He
Dog.
got a hand on it. He barely
it's
got a hand
lobbed
on it.
If it's lobbed over, you have plenty of time to get under that ball.
So
Well,
then you don't put it on the
Listen,
defense.
I guess look, it's obviously we're split on this.
Rudy, I want to
Rudy-
hear. I want to hear your thoughts because you're the goalie, obviously.
listen,
You understand it.
I don't blame Bingham for that goal.
Never mind. I don't want to hear anything you say. Keep going.
But my biggest issue was the space Rossi had to put the ball back in. Like I mean, nobody attacked. Nobody was on him when he gets that header. He has all the space and time.
Jet and who's someone else? And honestly, he's left in the middle by himself. There's no way that you should be left in the middle like that.
Yeah, no, listen, and I think when I mentioned it was defended poorly, I think that was it. I think the fact that he has all that time to really think about where he wants to put it and just kind of lobs it back because he has the time to do all that. Like it's not like he attacks the ball; he kind of waits for the ball to come to him and then just kind of puts it back. There's no reason somebody shouldn't have been on him challenging for that ball, and we fell asleep.
Yeah.
1-1. 1-1, and I'll be honest with you, like I didn't see almost none of the first half. But I rewatched the game today just to kind of to know what the fuck's going on, and I thought like a 1-1, given that I already knew the result, that could have been a little sketchy, right? Because of 1-1, we lost the lead real quick, and I think that's what LAFC needed to turn it up, right?
And obviously, from not knowing the score, seeing 1-1 is like, oh shit, they answered back real quick. The momentum's about to switch.
Yeah,
Because knowing our team, especially in that situation, yeah, I agree.
But it wasn't the case, right? 3 minutes later, we get fucking we get my boy Fabio putting a ridiculous ball over to Zlatan, and Zlatan legit walks around.
I know
Fucking
Zlatan is
Vladimir.
Zlatan, and we're not gonna get dog, but the composure to be in front of the goal, in front of his face,
Quick
when
one.
his feet can touch you, and to move to the other side instead of taking that shot.
He
God,
just
yeah,
walks,
it-
just walked it.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck that
Go
picture.
ahead.
Listen, I'm just thinking about that goal. Like right now, I just had
Just had a replay. Just the
Talk to
pivot.
me.
yeah, like, and that's why I apologize
see it in your face.
for the
Let me
quick
see it in your
pause.
face.
For the quick
Let
pause,
me see it
there.
in your face.
The stands, man. And it's not even just on our end, right? I mean, the stadium in general. Like easily, that stadium was at least 30% Galaxy, easily, at least, right? But when he scored that second goal, again, the roar in that stadium, because again, what you guys just mentioned, at that point, they had just scored a few minutes before. I'm gonna say that I kind of felt like maybe they probably should have taken advantage, maybe the momentum, sure. But even then, I think it was either before or after they score. Can't remember who it was. I think can't remember, but we had a chance before that, right? So it's like it was an open game, right? Pretty open,
Yep.
fair open. You see the ball lobbed over, and the next somehow you just see Zlatan one-on-one, quick 1-2, left foot, and then just straight up fucking again on some
Oh,
David Beckham shit, just in front of everyone. Fuck you guys.
Oh man.
When
Yeah,
I
man.
say mental, fucking mental, I can very few. It's up there. I mean, I don't even want to.
Hold on, Angel. You know what? The goal, and we'll get to that, but I think it comes second to that night. That night, that moment became second to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
What do you mean it became second to you?
After Pavon scored his third goal, and we'll get to that, and I didn't want to jump ahead,
the third
but
goal.
I
No,
think
which is fine. Go for it. Yeah.
no, obviously we know that they scored. The moment he scored his goal, the fact that we were up 3-1 and the fact that he got his first goal as a Galaxy player and the way that he celebrated that goal,
Oh yeah.
dog, I
Dog,
went ape shit.
me too.
There,
Hands
that
down.
blackout Jorge. That's it. I blacked out. Hashtag blackout. Blackout LA.
Well, and that's what I was. So it was gonna again. It's even right before that and that was what 60. Actually, it was 69 seconds apart.
Yeah,
The two
69
goals were
seconds.
69 seconds apart. Listen,
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say I leave shout out Romo right quick. His other Twitter handle, but I ain't gonna do that because fuck him right now.
What's up? Come on, man. Show love.
Nah, fuck that. Anyways, that it's from one goal. Well, obviously, we're up 2-1. We're still fucking wilding, going nuts.
Wild.
We just took the lead. Was it 15 minutes into the game or whatever?
Yeah.
2-1 on that beautiful fucking goal. The flick, everything. The whole setup, the celebration. We're still fucking wilding out. Still wilding out. I mean, obviously we did the entire game, but the levels, right?
yeah.
Obviously right after a goal, it's just that extra adrenaline that fucking kicks in, and then that. You see, you're starting to see the three players, or three attacking players start, running unison. Obviously, Zlatan to the right hand side, but one to the left. Fabio dribbling up the middle, and you just see both guys like it's like, oh shit, which way is he going? Yeah, and you kind of see the LFC players slightly drift a little bit more to Zlatan's side, which is why I think was it Harvey, is I'm mistaken, probably the only one that still ends up with Pavon, gives him all that space. You see that slightly filtered through ball for fucking Pavon. Cuts
The
in right
defender
quick.
got a little head on it, but I think it's
Whatever.
felt
That was
perfect.
on
It felt
Zlatan's goal.
perfect.
Yeah, he got it. He got a header on Zlatan's
was-
goal. I'm talking
that
about
was
Fabio's.
Zlatan's
Oh, we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, the Pavon
You're
goal.
talking about Pavon?
Yeah.
Daddy? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Angel, don't you ever claim this motherfucker. He's mine. He saw me first, and he likes my height. So you
No,
could get the
no.
fuck out. You go back
Listen,
to front.
listen. Even Lois
La
Lane likes
concha
some
tu
other.
madre, la
Even
concha
Lois
tu
Lane likes some
madre.
other cat before, and then
La
she
concha
she
tu
got the
madre.
good shit, which I'm the good shit. So,
Oh,
but
God,
anyways,
Can we go back to this game, please?
yeah. But anyways, cuts in. Pavon cuts him in, and immediately, you know what he's gonna do.
Hey, he slid though. He
Yeah.
slipped.
Yes, but what's crazy to me because he even got me. I thought he was gonna go, far post.
100%.
Low left. He just, boom, low left. Fucking.
Beats him again. Beats Salimir again in the same place,
I mean-
dog. Salimir just having.
Five foot post.
listen,
Rudy, as
we-
a goalie,
Nope.
what do you as a
Nope,
goalie
man.
you learn?
You can't
learn
let
as a
those.
goalie.
You can't let those
That's
go in.
two.
That's your pole. Yep.
That's two.
Yeah, well, listen, we were already here. And from that back to back, and this was what I was going to get to, I can't recall the last time I've had that type of,
Euphoria.
how would I say it? Just,
It's a euphoria. It's a fucking.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't even describe that feeling. We're talking about 69 seconds apart. We were already wilding before that. Plus, I mean, listen, I'm thinking Donovan's goal, right, after 2011, after so many years of not winning a title, right? That's probably one of the ones that comes closest to me. Obviously it's an MLS Cup, so probably that's just still going to be where it's at, right? But
Hold on, Angel. What's the life expectancy after you celebrate a goal? Like, how long after a goal do you still feel that high? It's at least 2 to 3 minutes, right?
yeah, I think so.
At least. And the fact that you're just like
One after another.
goal,
Yeah,
goal, and on the top of that, it's baby daddy's
3-1.
not
Yeah.
your baby daddy, my baby daddy, but it's his first goal, dog. And the way that he celebrated the fucking goal, you know what? On that goal, I wish I would have seen what Jonah did, what I saw today on social media about his reaction to the goal, dog. I think we would have went crazier. But the fact that these
What'd he do?
motherfuckers all
Kissing the crest?
he kissed the crest. He's
Yeah.
like, Oma.
To them. Mm-hmm.
Oh no
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
I
There's
missed
reporters.
that.
Dog,
that.
he went crazy on that. And then after, we'll get to it, but after the game, he kissed the crest and he's like, this is what we fight for. Like that
Yeah,
shit.
listen,
That's tight.
Jonah, I've been
Dog.
saying for a
Yeah.
minute he should be captain, but that's a different story.
Can we?
But-
He's my
that-
first one.
You know,
He's
and
my
that's
first one.
to what George said. You know, it's the life expectancy of a goal when we celebrate in stands, and even listen, Juninho's goal in 2014 at Seattle.
Oh,
You know, 3 minutes again. Like, you know, you obviously have that adrenaline, right? Because that's an adrenaline. I mean, obviously we can go nuts 90+ minutes, absolutely, but adrenaline kicks in at certain moments, and obviously adrenaline goes back down. But that, like, so at 2-3 minutes, but how it's amplified there. I mean, it's listen, Masa, you were there, George, you were there, Rudy. I'm sorry, in spirit, but Masa, how did you feel that? You know, that extreme high. You know, it's what do you call that? You know, I can't even put it into words. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It felt amazing though, because the back. I wasn't. I wasn't.
it was
drunk.
cool, dog.
No, I wasn't drunk, but after Pavon scored, dog, I blacked out too for like a good 5 minutes, right?
That's accurate.
Because I was like in full celebration, dog, and I was so happy because it was Pavon, and like I think everyone had that feeling like, yo, Pavon's gonna score against LAFC, like he has to, right? He's been so close in every game up until that point, and it was like this was about to score, and when I seen him cut in, I was like, fuck, it's gonna happen, dog. And then
Hey, Rudy, that's the shot that I've been calling for a minute. Remember, there's 3, 4, 5 games. Even though he slipped, that's the shot that I wanted.
Yeah, man.
yeah, I remember just blacking out. That's it. I celebrated with Gio and Totti, and
Accurate.
we're going crazy, dog. Like I was about to jump over. Like I didn't give a fuck at that point. Like let's go.
Listen, on the YouTube chat, Astro 01 it's called, he said I'd call that an orgasm. Well, he or she said I'd call that an orgasm.
Yep.
Listen, 100% I've
Oh,
said
that's
it
quick.
before.
Se vino Pavoni, man.
Can we-
Se
can
vino
we-
también,
Yo
papá.
también me vine varias veces.
Can
No,
we talk about
honest-
the common factor here though? On the baller that Fabio has become.
Dog, please.
The baller
go
he has
there,
become?
'cause-
Honestly, Masa, I know you didn't know about this, but we give hockey stats to MLS, so he's been a hockey stat as a hockey assist.
Yeah.
Hockey assist. I think it's still a thing though, right? I thought it
It is
was.
a thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You remember
it's a
that
thing.
podcast that we gave Masa a shit that's saying that it wasn't
Yeah,
a thing?
yeah,
Oh,
but it is a
piece of
thing.
shit?
Yeah, yeah,
But it is a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Dog,
Fabio,
Fabio- Fabio, hockey assist as a motherfucker, dog. He's been relevant and involved in maybe all of the goals except for the first one with Zlatan, because that was Shelvik to Pavon. But other than that, dog,
He's
this
a baller right now, man. He's a
No, I
baller right now,
don't-
man.
and honest, I don't want to get mad because I'm happy, positivity. I'm taking some shots. I feel it, but the haters that hated Pavon prior to this,
Fabio?
You mean
What?
Fabio?
Fabio,
Fabio?
sorry, Fabio. How? I hope that you flip that switch and forget that side of you. Look at what this motherfucker's doing for us. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, yeah. Thank you.
Like I legit.
Welcome to Straight from the Sands.
Fabio, man, like he's been a legit baller. He's like since Pavon got here. Like
prior to that, a little bit prior to that.
No. Like the levels though, as soon as Pavon got here, I don't know what it is. Because even when Pavon is not in the field, or when he wasn't in the field, as soon as Pavon got here, like my man Fabio's level has just been up. He's been balling, and you know the biggest showcase was those 2 assists, and he controlled a lot of the attacking momentum for us at times. Listen, that
He's
game
saucy, baby.
Like,
Saucy as fuck.
that game was like shout out to Fabio. I think Fabio did really well. And I just want to say one more thing, bringing it back just a bit. When we scored the first goal, I had just gotten kicked out, right? Dog, I thought LAFC scored. Cause that place fucking
That's
rocked.
how loud we were.
I thought LAFC scored. I was like, fuck, right? Cause I knew it had just started. And then I heard the fucking loud ass roar, and I was like, oh man.
Rudy,
So I get on my phone.
Where- Rudy, sorry, did you watch the game like anywhere or how
Yeah,
did you?
I watched. I ended up watching like the second, like the end of the first half and the second half, both at
But
Tom
like
Urban's
phone?
and I no Tom
Oh, you
Urban
left.
and
You
yeah I
left.
left. Tom Urban and Yard House. Yeah, I was gonna stay there. I left. Um, but I'm telling you that much though. Like the first goal, yeah, fucking rocked. You guys rocked that stadium. That sounded loud as fuck. And I thought it was a home goal.
Dog,
I
the
didn't realize it was fucking.
stands, the dog,
Dog,
the
I'm telling
stands
you,
were
I blacked out,
fucking
bro.
amazing. Legit, after Pavon's third goal, it's a wrap for me.
Like, that's what it felt like, right? I thought this game
To
I
could
that,
take.
remember everything. Like I know everything that happened, but honestly, that euphoria that build up to that goal is everything that we talked about in the podcast prior.
Yeah.
I had such a good feeling about this game, and honestly, we'll get to it. I still have a good feeling. The feeling stayed the same about this game, Eh, but I wish it would have been different. But I'm glad that we got to that. I'm
So
glad that we got to that point.
really quick to address that, right? Because was it we were 3-1, 25 minutes in or something like that at least,
21.
right? That's
Yeah.
21, right? Okay, 21. And I think around the 25th minute mark or so, again with everything that had happened, all the adrenaline had kicked in, the multiple orgasms, like whoever mentioned that in
The chat.
the chat. Carlos Silva was sitting next to me at that point, or just slightly over me, and he looks at me like, "What the fuck? We're only 25 minutes in." It felt like we had those first 25 minutes. Honestly, felt like an
Longest shit.
eternity. The longest shit ever in my life. It felt like we
Fuck
were.
that. The getting to the game felt so forever. Like honestly, once we got there, the first 2 hours that we had to wait felt forever. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, I got kicked out. I got kicked
Well,
out first
listen,
minute. I
yeah,
thought I'd been
and,
the
and
whole
that,
day.
that could be fair, and that could be fair, 100%. But just talking about the gameplay alone, again, because we had already exhausted so much energy with everything that had transpired, and the fact that we just had to keep going and we pulled through it already, and maybe it's a process because I was already on fumes as it is. I don't know where I got all that extra, energy from, but yeah, we looked over and we couldn't believe it was only 25 minutes in at the time when he said that to me. Like it's like fuck, we still have a whole lot of game to go.
But you
And at
know,
that
but you know what? To that point, I think that was the problem for us, and I was worried. And honestly, I should have knocked on wood after I said that. But I hope, and we'll get to it. But I said I hope these motherfuckers don't score before the half.
So
And that
let's
that's
go.
why I want to kind of slightly change it. Go ahead.
Let's go into it,
Yeah.
right? So the first 20 minutes, I'll say like the Galaxy looked good, and they did the one thing we talked about in the tailgate that was control that midfield, disrupt everything they do, win all these tackles.
Beautifully,
Like,
dog. Their midfield was irrelevant. Their
we did
midfield
it.
was nowhere to be found.
we did. They
Listen
did.
to that. Sorry, Rid, because we didn't address that. Obviously, we addressed Fabio, we addressed Pavon, we addressed Zlatan. To me, Antuna was irrelevant again this game.
Mhm.
Yes,
But
yes,
you know
yes.
what? The Jet and Jonah, they put
Yo,
in work, especially those 20,
Legit,
25 minutes
Legit
together.
is gonna be overshadowed by the Pavon, by the Slatans, by everything else, by the Shelviks. Legit was a dynamic player, a role player that
Yeah.
did his job, did his fucking job. Left, didn't worry about scoring a goal, didn't worry about being a maker. He did his job, and that was it. And that's what
And
the fuck
the
we want.
hustle. And the
Yeah,
hustle was there. And he
just
was
not
good with the
making
ball.
anything.
Yeah, everything for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, listen,
Yep.
and that all is true for the first 20 minutes,
Yep.
right? Because after that, and I mean, a lot of it has to come
Ah,
from a lot of it has to come. Hold
20
on,
minutes though.
what was that?
I wouldn't say the first 20 minutes.
I think. Well, listen. For me, seeing the game again, that's what I'll say. I mean, I'm okay to
Yeah.
change the time, but half of the first
Question,
half
though.
was really good for us.
If we would have gone to the half without them scoring a goal, would you have said that?
Yeah, probably,
Yeah.
because here's the thing.
My
right?
my narrative would change if they didn't score that goal.
I think so. That's the thing. My problem was not. I mean, the goal. Yes, the goal happens, but after I don't know what. I think LAFC did something. They changed tactics. They figured something out. But after those first 20 minutes, we lost that battle in the midfield that we had been winning the first 20 minutes. Right?
I
I
think we
felt
got
like maybe. I listen. It has to be a combination of us like letting the foot off the gas and LAFC turning it up. But we then saw again K and fucking Atuesta and Blessy getting involved in the game.
No,
And that changes-
honestly, no. Honestly, Atuesta, Blessing, I completely agree with you. K was irrelevant this whole game.
Nah, you tripping, man. Like that kid Meg fucking shuffled like twice, and he was making plays. Like, listen, for first 20 minutes, they're all relevant. I think after the first 20 minutes, they stepped up, and I think that's what changed the game for us in the bad way, that we let them breathe. We let that midfield breathe, and when that happened, I mean, I called it in the pod. I know we talked about in the pod that we needed to, to just fucking stuff that midfield and make sure they didn't do anything. When we let go of the gas, the foot off the gas, they came back into play, and we saw a different game. Right before the half, in the 42nd minute, I think it was, we get a dumbass deflection. That allows fucking Blessing to come in and score that goal, right? Which was, he got around
Oh,
Bingham.
shit was unlucky, though.
Yeah, no, it was, and I hate that rule that like the deflection kills the offside.
Dog, but
he wasn't
it's one of
offside,
the, it's no, it doesn't kill it wasn't offside, dog. But the fucking luck that they have in between two players, it slides through. Like, it legit felt like a pass. It was so stupid. The fact that he got that bounce to his foot.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I saw the extended highlights again. I completely forgot to put the game to record. I was just again on fumes, right? I wasn't thinking correctly.
Hey, salud, everybody, salud.
Yeah, but because you guys, kind of already addressed it to me, watching everything again.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, fluky ass fucking goal.
Yeah.
It just deflected. What can he do? To me, that's not on anyone. That specific goal. It's not on David Bingham. It's not on anyone. It just fucking took a bad bounce. And it seemed like it ricocheted off of like 5 people. Obviously, it didn't, but
Yeah.
just because everyone was just, bunched up right there, and it just lands right there.
Yeah,
You
man. It's
I forgot who was
unlucky.
next to me. Some random guy was next to me, and I was like, I wish they don't score before the half. If they score before the half, then there might be a problem here. And it is what it is. It happened, but
And
I
think
still think.
so. Like, and I said that. I just said that I thought LFC had a better second half of the first half. But
I agree.
if it's 3-1, I think we can make adjustments to keep that lead, right? The 2-0 lead. But when they score in the 42nd minute, right before the half,
That's rough.
they go in feeling a lot better of this game than they would have if it was 3-1, right? And when that happens, again, man, fuck them, right? Fuck them 100% of the time, but they're a dangerous team. You know what I mean? And when we give them a chance to play, they could come out. We go into a half at 3-1, 3-2. Listen, I still take that, right? I still take that. We're still winning, so I still take it.
Any day.
Upset that we're not up by multiple goals as we should have, but whatever, we'll take it. And the one thought I had at halftime was just don't get scored early in the second half. Right, just don't get scored early. Like, maintain this, let the game settle down in the second half, and hit them on the counterattack, but just don't get scored early. Legit, fucking 6 minutes after the second half begins, Vela gets a pass, dog, and I have a problem with this again.
Call us up though.
Oh, that's right. So Shovik came out at halftime because he was on the yellow, and because they were attacking him a lot. You know what I mean?
He was
and the way
hold on. Shelby, the way that he played this game is exactly what we said we wanted him to play his game. Go out and hit. He did a perfect job. I just wish the whole defense was help. It is what it is. Shelvick, to me, did a perfect job for this game. I wish we'd have held him on a little longer, but I get why that sub was made because we didn't want that double yellow.
Yeah,
I completely get it.
100%. And I'm glad you mentioned that because some people probably didn't realize maybe that he was in the yellow or what the reason. They probably think that he was probably getting done. No, listen, Shelvick, there was a few times in there where he was on.
He should have gotten the double yellow.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
yeah, he said that's what they took him out, but he was on Vela's ass, for the most part. I think there was on like once where he probably got away from him. But listen, this guy, especially in the second half of that first half, we're getting attacked. At least it felt like it was. It felt like at least maybe because they had the possession. But yeah, obviously they were testing his side. They were going after him because he had the yellow, and he was still able to hold his own, and he held his composure with all that shit. So to that, yeah, George, on point, 100%.
Yeah, man. So I saw it coming, right? Even the first half, I was like, "Eesh!" Like that's because he got a yellow card like in the 20th minute or something like that in the first half, and he kept playing this game, right? And it was like risky all the time. I seen the ref come up to him and talk to him like 4 times, telling him this is the last warning.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Eesh!" Like,
fucking Vela was diving all over the place, dog.
but that was to be expected.
On some bullshit, though.
But that was gonna be expected. Like we knew that was gonna happen. We talked about it that they can't be physical and they get awarded all these fucking fouls because they're bitches, right? And so we knew it was gonna happen. So the change, I think the sub had to be made. And it was Romney that came in. Romney has been irrelevant. I think this game is also just irrelevant. And like again, 6 minutes into the second half, they put Vela on with the most pronounced pass ever. Like I think anybody watching that game knew where that pass was going, and nobody slid over to.
Okay.
Try
No,
to
no,
get
no,
that
no.
pass.
There was. It's either a good pass or a fuck up on our end. You pick or choose what you want.
I'm gonna say it was a lack of awareness for the defense. That's what I'm gonna say.
One player. There's one player that you have to attack for that though, because
Okay.
he's the one that passed it back to the midfield, and then which is Dave Robney. Dave Robney saw Vela pass the ball to Mark Anthony Kay. If you don't think that ball's going back to Vela, where else is there a play there?
No, there
Like,
wasn't.
what
And
is
that's-
there?
Yeah,
There
100%.
wasn't. Like, I don't understand. Jonah was there. Jonah, it went through Jonah first, and it hit Romney after. I don't understand why Romney was not there. Personal Marn Mackham. I don't know what
Man
Marn
mark.
Mac.
Man mark.
Man,
Mark-
Mark, damn it, those shots.
They're getting. They're hitting.
Yeah, the shots are
Shots
hitting.
are hitting,
huh?
huh?
Hey, man, mark this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't understand why you don't. Why? Never mind.
No, listen, and I think the first half that was part of the plan, and it worked, right? The fact that he's so
So
wide open, the
why-
fact that the
GPS,
pass,
you fucking yelled at this motherfucker at halftime saying, "Hey, this is your man. This is what you have to do."
yeah, I'm telling you, is lapses that fuck us up his moments. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah, and big time.
And that was it. That was it because it wasn't like some super clever pass. It wasn't a pass that cut through the defense. It was just the defense, like you said, Romney not recognizing that play sooner, right?
Everyone-
And
Yeah, when he tried to react,
Everyone
he
did.
obviously
Everyone
he
did.
turned. When he tried to turn, his footing was terrible. And already he was at disadvantage. He had lost that
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
The moment he
Right.
didn't actually accurately read the pass, you know where the only defense might be for him, the slight. If anyone wants to try to defend him, which I'm 100% with you guys, 100% on Romney that goal, or at least with Rudy. Listen, someone could probably make a case for the fact that Jonah was probably in his sight, or in his,
I said the first pass goes through Jonah.
Yeah, but
What do you mean the first pass goes through Jonah? I still feel the filtered through ball to Vela goes
So
past
yeah, no,
Jonah
no.
and past
Exactly.
Romney
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
but
what I'm
even
saying.
then, there's enough time for Romney to react to that ball.
Mhm.
That's where my beef is with it. Look, Jonah it's less than a yard. Like he's right next. It feels like he was almost right next to the guy. So you can see why the slow reaction time is there, right? Because listen, that's
Hey,
if
real
you
shit.
played enough, go for it.
I feel like the Galaxy dog. Like I had a good first half. I'm not
You're
gonna.
dying, you're dying now. You're
You
dying
dying
now.
right now? You're
This
dying
is
already?
it, y'all. Hey,
Listen,
All right.
help me. Hey, sub me out, y'all.
The full
But
Monty
look-
the full Monty on YouTube says Pavone lost the ball when we played out right to his feet. Y'all are sleeping on that. Listen, I'm not necessarily sleeping on that. I just
Listen,
don't think that's like I'm not gonna harp on that. Like
If
you
we're
lose-
gonna I'm not gonna micro prick him and be like, oh yeah, like he lost it. This is his fault, type of shit. No, like he did such a good job. We have to back him up.
man,
Well, and
here's
that's the
thing.
purpose of defense. And again, it's moments, right? Because listen, we can fast forward again. Like at this point, let's say, all right, cool. At this point, 3-3. There's still a long game to go.
Yeah, man.
You know,
30+ minutes.
yes, a long way to go. And let's be honest here. Obviously, second half, it felt like it was all them. I think there's only
was.
two real opportunities that come to my mind from our team, and just to knock those out of the way. Obviously, the one that Pavon tried to chip from like fucking 30 yards out, right? Which in retrospect, cool, he did what he did. Obviously, Zlatan didn't follow
He had
him
no
up.
help. Yeah.
And then the one that Zlatan had towards the end, like the 87th, 88th minute, it just slightly went right to the post. Obviously it was that people gave him a long ball. But this is one thing. Just these guys essentially took over the game, and let's be honest, that's what happened, right? LFC took over that game. So I know that people are probably complaining about the 3 different goals, right? And probably I saw some people saying that people should have never played or blah blah blah. Or listen, people had, and I think he had a great game, especially in the first 20 minutes when we were up. He was
No
sliding,
one
he was
in our
making clear
defense.
balls.
No one in our defense should have not played that game.
Yeah, listen, and they all had decent games. Obviously, the first goal, it's debatable on whose fault it is. We had a small debate, fine, whatever it is, but at that point, early in the game, right? Whatever happens. The second goal we mentioned, it was a fluke, right? It's just shit happens, right? It's
Fucked up luck. Yep.
soccer's fucked up like that sometimes. And then the third goal, it was one specific moment that Romney fucks up. But after that, again, 30 fucking minutes to go, and our defense and David Bigham, I felt like we're getting bombarded, or at least that's what it felt like.
No, yeah.
Honestly,
Yep.
LAFC had all these great chances. They listen, they
27
should have
shots.
put away.
27
They should have
shots to
fucking
10.
put away, right?
They had 27 shots to 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm sure most of those were we probably again we only had two that come to mind in that second half, and I bring that up because you're getting bombarded and you're still managing to hold out. You only conceded one goal, especially in that second half when it's all at AFC. I'm gonna give credit to the rest of to that defense and even to the holding midfielders. Well, the Jet and our boy Jonah, and again David Bingham, because David Bingham made some fucking great saves. There's still one that still I didn't like. It was a low driven shot down the middle that he still put it back into the middle, and I can remember which one of our defenders cleared it. But reaction time, our defenders were all on it. I'm down with all that. So defensively, we held our composure. Everyone was solid. Sure, they had their chances, but listen, if you're getting bombarded that many times by a good team, you guys are in denial if you guys don't think they're a good team. They are. They generally have really good players.
Yep.
Right, and that's what happened. So
and,
that's how I feel about it.
and the team left everything out there.
Yeah,
Like they
on
were
the field for
physically
sure.
tired. You know what I mean? You see it in a lot of our players. They were like gassed, bro. They were gassed.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody in the chat, I missed it. I read it, but I missed who it was. Said Zlatan being lazy and walking back. I don't think Zlatan was being lazy. I think Zlatan was just tired. You know what I mean?
played exactly. Yeah, you have to understand this man's aging.
Yeah.
There's no way this man. If anything, this is the way that this is the Zlatan that we want. The fact that he's tracking back, he's positioning, he's doing everything he has to do. Like, I want him.
No, listen. Yeah, I saw him come in, like sprinting to press a lot of times yesterday. Something we don't regularly see. So he was there for this game. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say that. Second
Quick
thing
question.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, go for it.
Second thing I'm gonna
What's
say
up?
is 3-3 game at their house, right? A couple, maybe one or two mistakes that really cost us the game, but we're talking about a really good team, and they can't beat us. We go into house, and we get a result. Maybe not the result we wanted, but a result, a point, I'll take it. And we go talk about playoffs. If we go into talking about playoffs, and if we want to
Who
make,
has the,
if
who
we,
has the advantage? Who has the advantage going into playoffs?
so that,
We
that's
do,
what I'm saying.
dog.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like I think we talk about
Yeah.
playoffs, and if we want to make the MLS Cup, I'm not saying that that's where we're at, but I'm saying if we want to make the MLS Cup, I'm pretty sure we have to go through LAFC to get there.
We have to. They have home
there's
field
a-
advantage.
and they have home field advantage.
Covered.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with this, right? You tweak one or two things here, or Shove doesn't get a yellow card, right?
Listen.
And I think
You know what I didn't-
3-2.
You know what
What's
I
up,
didn't
Massa?
like about the second half? I
What?
felt like our midfield needed to be better, dog.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We
For-
didn't
70
we
minutes.
didn't close we didn't
Hey.
close down a lot of spaces in the second half.
On that, I put a lot on Jonah though.
Really?
Jonah
so?
was tired. Jonah was tired. He was tired. He was.
We could
gassed.
put it on
And I'm
both
not
though.
saying.
Call out both.
Okay, 100%.
Call it Jet
But
and
if you-
Jonah.
but- Okay, but if you're ever gonna point the finger, you point the finger at the higher up.
I don't know.
Anytime.
I don't know. Listen, man. Again, right?
The fact that we're comparing Jonah and Leggett, Jonah and Leggett, I'll pick Jonah any day. The fact, I'm not saying he fucked up. I'm not saying he did bad, but if he dropped the level,
Here's the thing,
but
right?
he was tired.
Again, I don't want to necessarily say that we dropped the ball completely. You got to understand that team actually that team woke up after 20 minutes after being down 3-1, right? So
Listen, they're a good team. There's no denying that they
Yeah.
are.
No,
I still
they
think
are.
defensively they're. I think because the fact they scored
Trash.
too
They're
many
weak
goals.
defensively, dog.
Yes, because they scored too many goals, and let's be honest here, not a whole lot of players have the players that we have. Although yes, we still have, and we've addressed it so many times in previous pods about the still not GBS's team for multiple reasons, blah 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 blah. But we have the quality players that a lot of listen. We have the best players in the league. Period. I put that out there. We have Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I put anyone that wants to give me anything, I'll guarantee you Pavon. To me right now, Pavon is Robbie Keane all over again in just a different position.
mhm.
Right, when we brought Robbie Keane, middle
Maybe.
of
Maybe, yeah.
Listen, right now the way that how it's been going with him in the squad. The difference is that back then
You
we
can't
had
compare. Robbie Keane was here for how long?
right. I'm not talking about that. I'm addressing from the moment we bought Robbie Keane.
Like the
When
energy
we
he's
brought
bringing. The
at that
energy he's
moment
Oh,
we
the
bringing.
bought him
energy.
during the middle of the season. Yes, we brought Robbie Keane
Okay.
at the middle of the
Okay.
season because we were trying to do something to win
Okay.
a title. We had already lost. That's what I'm saying about Pavon. We brought this guy in the middle of the season, right? Right?
And you
Yep.
just threw him
And
in
it's
there, and he's
yes,
producing.
yes,
That's what he
exactly.
means. That's what he means.
Like the energy is bringing
I
around the club
I
and,
get what you
and for
mean
all the
there. No,
players.
no,
Like,
100%. I'm not disagreeing with you. The fact that you mean that, but you can't compare both of them. Listen. All right. Cool.
Anyways, go ahead.
yeah. Listen. 3-3. I'm not necessarily super happy with the result because
I
again,
wasn't either.
we could have. I think we could have taken that win, but I'm not necessarily upset either, right? Because we did play a good team and then we took a point.
There's no way that we can be mad about this shit.
My
I'm
concern-
satisfied.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Listen again, right? I think it's a good showing. We tweak one or two things in going into playoffs, and I think we could get a result there, a victory there, right?
Yeah,
How do you
and
guys feel
again-
about Antuna coming out? Because I sub either.
You didn't
Listen,
like the
so,
sub?
I didn't like this, so-
okay, Masa, question to you. How relevant was Antuna prior to that?
It doesn't matter.
Not
Dog. He's still
relevant
a
at all.
threat. He's still a threat. Like, you know how we were getting bombarded in the middle, so you leave Antuna out wide, and then you could find him on a long pass.
Okay,
because
but
they
if
were
we're
pushing
getting
up.
bombarded- Okay,
And
okay,
then when
but as
and
a
then
coach, as a
when then
coach,
Corona came
okay.
in for Antuna, what was the
Uh-huh.
purpose of that?
To
Why
lock
not
down the
just take out
midfield.
Leggett?
Okay, hey,
Why not take out
you
Leggett
just
and
said
bring
it.
in Corona?
If we're getting bombarded in the middle, why would you not put another?
So then
threat
you bring
in
in bring in Corona for Leggett, right? To help out in the middle.
Why?
Or bring in
you-
Perry
'cause
Kitchen.
you, no, you bring Kerry Pitcher.
Leggett plays well in the midfield. Why would you take out a winger?
Because he was
Why
gas.
not? Why
Dog.
not take out a winger? Who?
Why would I take out a winger?
Why
If
not?
that's my
Why-
threat. If that's my threat
No,
going forward on
no,
the
no, no,
counter.
no, no,
Your threat is
No.
threat by one.
Well,
I-
see, okay, so then the question would be is what did we think DBS was trying to do at that point? Was he one trying to go for the win, which I don't think was the case. I think it's one of those. I think he recognized what was going on in the game, and said, you know what, let me actually, or again, or two, decides to do a tactical change to be a little bit more defensive.
Yep. I
was obvious.
think what he wanted to do was just stabilize the team. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're pretty much on free fall at that point. Like
Yep,
we're just
100%.
getting bombarded. We're not really creating anything. I think you want to stabilize the team, so you add another person in the midfield, clog that shit up. Listen, that necessarily didn't happen either, though. You know what I mean? I get
That's
the, I
what
get
I'm
the
saying.
change.
Right,
but-
it didn't happen, but the idea was
The
there.
idea was that.
Because it didn't happen. You can't knock the idea. That's what you're the coach for. If the players don't do that, that's a different argument,
Yeah, no.
right?
And
But
listen,
as a coach, he did what I thought was fair at that point.
and I'm sacrificing Tuna over and over and over again because I'm not sacrificing
Any
Zlatan
day.
and I'm not
Any day.
sacrificing Pavon. So the changes to
Listen,
sacrifice-
honestly, the last shit that we need is a fucking player saying, "I don't want to come off," just like Carlos Vela did. Carlos Vela was a piece of shit. He didn't want to come off. Antuna came on with grace and said, "All right, thank you guys."
That's just
I'm down
hilarious.
for that,
though.
yeah.
That shows hilarious.
What does that do to the team? What does that do to the team?
That is hilarious, though, man. I
Hey.
get bitching and crying.
Look at
God,
that. Brand new
fucking
bottle.
awesome.
Brand new bottle today.
People can tell.
Hey, so-
People can tell.
What?
Don't tell you. Don't worry about it. People can tell. Look at the chat. Yeah. Again, right. My only problem with this is that now we sit in fourth place. Legit. We're tied for fourth place with Minnesota. I think we have like goal differential or whatever the tiebreaker is. So we're sitting in fourth. And it would have been nice to
What's
get
the
that win
schedule, though?
because
What's our schedule?
Seattle. What is it? Seattle.
So we have Seattle, Kansas City,
I'll take that.
Sporting KC, and then we have
Colorado.
RSL, if I'm not mistaken.
Colorado, RSL. Yep.
I'll take that.
Again, yeah, but what I'm saying is, if we win that game, we're in second place. Right, we're second place, cleared by 1 point, 4 points ahead of fucking eighth place. It's tight, man. Like the whole Western Conference is really tight right now when it comes to points. From having a home, listen, 6 points. 6 points takes you from second place to eighth place. It's
Did you
super
guys see
tight.
the projective of when we were winning, where that put us?
Yeah, second place, 44.
Oh, it's so wild.
Yeah, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I get it, but
It's a tight one. I would have liked to take that win just because we had it. We didn't. It is what it is. So fools of the week. Do we have any fools of the week? You want to give it?
Yeah,
My
I
ass
was
for
taking a
drinking
piss.
today.
You know what? Yeah,
Me.
I have one.
Me for drinking today.
Ooh,
Nah,
Say it.
it's the obviously all of the LAFC fan base and everyone, but can I give it to two people?
go for it.
There,
Let me
Or
hear.
not
do
two
it.
people,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
alright, so
Angel, this
yo,
is your show, dog. Do whatever.
you're right. You know what? Yeah, my fucking podcast. I run this shit.
There you go.
But I guess the first is not really a person or just the organization as a whole. They put their chants up on the billboard. I mean, the billboard on
Dog.
the
Wow.
On
on the what do you call it?
the
On the
Jumbotron.
Megatron, or whatever.
You
Yeah,
know, hold on, hold on.
Jumbotron. There you
Angel,
go.
time out to that.
Megatron?
It's the fucking easiest chant that you ever. Why
They
would
did
you
it. Actually,
ever have
so
to?
they-
Why?
they did
Why
a
do you
few.
ever? Why do you ever have to spell for me to say, "Oh, ah"? Bitch, I know what the fuck to say when you listen. I get it. My drunk ass can read that and be like, "Oh, okay, oh, hell yeah."
Yeah, that's just
My bad,
whack.
Angel.
That's just whack
Keep
as
going.
fuck. What's the second one, Angel?
The second one. Listen, I know that we have an ongoing joke that the Stange, California looks like a toilet, and it legitimately does. But listen, there was this towards the end of listen after the game, like almost the entire stadium was clear. Obviously, the away supporters were still there. You know, obviously security protocols or whatever. But this one lonesome LAFC girl
Una.
at the very top, all the way at the very top of the stadium, literally in the opposite side of well, I guess we're only separated by the big space, right? So she's I think 218, I'm gonna guess, or 219. So basically the section's over to where we were. I don't know what she did. I don't know if she took a piss or if she took a dookie, but old girl hit a squat inside inside the stadium. Listen, if you guys have not seen this on socials, head over to I retweeted I tweeted
Hey,
it
straight from the
yesterday.
stands. You
Go-
can't
go-
beating us. That was me. My bad, y'all. But I
Right. Listen, but yes, old girl, sucia as fuck. I mean, and then I don't know if she purposely moons us or if it's just because she's bending over to clean. And even then, no shame, as she's walking down the fucking the stairway, she's still flipping us off like fuck you guys, fuck you, like bitch, what
Fucking cochina. That's hilarious.
a funnier thing, I think it's one of the few things I did catch from my very short stint on social media today, on one of our group chats. I guess someone DM'd someone saying
You
that
see
we
that? Yeah, I was
staged
gonna
it,
bring that
that
up. Yeah.
that it was Galaxy fans or ACB
Oh,
that staged
we made that shit happen.
Like, listen, listen, if it was, that Galaxy fan needs to get checked, but we don't spend our time doing that. Oh, you know what? There's a third one. Actually, there's a third one for the week. The dumbass that decided to leave the banner, unattended. Thank you.
The
And the
696?
overpass of the 110.
The 696
Yep.
one?
Yeah. Thank you.
That's hilarious, man.
For the clowns.
Yo, man.
For the week.
Yeah, I'm okay with Angel. All right, I'll second Angels. I like that. I like that. I got nothing else to add to that.
Same, dog. That trash ass Tifo too. The fuck was that?
I didn't
about?
even see it.
Dog, the fact that you coordinate with your FO to be like, hey, when it's Tifo time, you put it up, you put up the song, and we put this shit up. Fuck you guys. You guys are trash.
I didn't see it.
That's not. No, so there was it was
a cover
Angel-
for one of the for Guns N' Roses. So it was Axl Rose and it was Slash, the skeleton one with Slash having the cigar, and they had their smoke off in the back, and then just like a big ass circle in the middle, and it said Paradise.
because they played
Maybe-
Paradise City, right?
Yeah,
they
and they played
Paradise
City.
through the speakers.
Yeah.
Trash.
Listen, I don't know what the
Sure.
reference is. I don't know what the reference is. If it's a reference to the city we live here too, I guess. But straight up, you want to know what I think it is?
Angel, they started living in the city 2 years ago. Leave them
All
alone.
right, well, you know what it was straight up. What I think it really was, though, what it really was, I think
What?
is a response to our Bow Down, because we did a known Bow Down hip hop album cover, and that's their response. Hey, let's do a known, local LA rock band, something that's different. Doesn't seem that we're copying. Because come on, I mean, really,
Yeah, that
You
sounds
know,
whack to me.
but listen, it is what it is, right?
that sounds whack to me. All right. Do we have any?
I have
Hold
one.
on. I want to change my for the week. I want to change my for
I
the
have
week.
one. I have one too.
All right. One of you guys
Go,
go.
Maso.
Okay.
No, Masa,
That lady that was interviewed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hilarious.
And,
Oh,
God,
shout
yeah.
out to
Right,
who reminded me right now in the chat.
Rustin, what is it? Rustin.
2-1, 2-1, 2-1. LA Gala, and then she held herself.
Yeah, she's like, oh,
Yeah,
that's hilarious, man.
that show was jokes.
Yo,
dog.
man, all these guys are
Mhm.
clowns. All LAFC is just clowns.
Yep.
Period. Any stories from the stands you guys want to share? No.
Hey,
Nothing?
Rob.
Dog, I don't remember, dog. I'm telling you,
Honestly,
I was like blacked
the
out,
only
bro. I
time-
was so
only
pumped.
The only time I got sober was when Rob asked me for water.
My man's about to die.
Dog, I saw him and I was like, yo, my man's about to die. I'm gonna have to CPR as fuck. I'm CPR certified.
Hey, Lisa jacked one of my waters, dog.
Looked
I had
at
to
me.
go buy another one.
Hey, give me a water, please. Give me a water. And I'm like, oh shit. Like I saw him. I saw his face. He was done. Luckily, he was stealing Brian's water, I believe.
That
So
shit's
he
hot. That
drank
shit's
a-
hot as shit, man. I'm
Oh,
glad
it
everybody's
was
okay.
You know what? Hold up. I don't understand why MLS wants people to show up 2 hours prior
Security, man.
to the game. Hold up. This is my little rant. What do you think the away fans are gonna do? If your thought is to keep everyone safe, what do you think we're gonna do with those 2 hours? Sit in the stands under the hot sun? No, we're gonna drink. MLS, get your shit together. How stupid are you? Dog, we drank more because it was hot. Honestly, we drank more because it
Yeah.
was hot. People
Yeah.
were fucking giving us beer because it was hot. Yo, drink, it's hot. Drink water because it's hot. I don't listen. I'm a little drunk. I drank.
I already caught the fact that George is up, but listen, to back him up.
But
100%.
what's your thought process behind that?
George, take another shot.
Here's
People want it.
Hey,
Yeah,
another shot.
George, take another shot.
Take another shot. Before you continue your rant, take another shot.
Finish the bottle, Mamba.
I know you got a bottle downstairs, dog. Go real quick.
I got it. Hold up. But what's your thought process behind that? Leave the away fans next to a bar to go get beer? Like, I don't understand that. You're so stupid.
It's all right, dog. I have my shoulder right here so you can cry.
Namaste.
Yo, shout out to the balloons though. The balloons look dope as fuck. In the stands, I've seen them. They look dope as fuck. How easy was it to fill them up?
Oh,
I mean, it depends how good
hell
you
nah,
blow,
dog.
right?
What the fuck?
We're not even to get to that.
No, we're not talking about that. All right.
Nah.
Nah.
Yes,
Because
you see,
listen, I turns out I blow pretty well, so you know.
Angel
Have
Hatches.
show me. Oh, relax, bitch. God damn.
Wow. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Oh man.
Hey, it looked good. It looked good in the stands. Everybody went white. Looked fucking amazing in the stands. And you guys are fucking loud. I like that. You guys, you hear a transmission even though they piped
Wait,
32,
Did I get
52.
clown of the week?
What?
Did I get clown of the week?
I have no idea what you're saying right now, George.
You mean fools of the week? We already did that.
Did I get what?
Go for it. So we can move on to straight from the stands. Straight from the fence.
I don't want to anymore.
All right, fine. You got questions? You got questions today?
Is George capable of doing straight from the fans right now?
I got
We'll
it.
find
I
out.
got it.
We'll find out.
You know what?
All right, hey, I love this.
okay.
No, let George do it. Hell yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah, I'm
hold
not.
on.
No,
Hey.
George, do it. Fuck yeah.
32-52 for saying that you can't hear us. We got videos of everyone across this fucking stadium arena saying these motherfuckers are nice. Fuck you guys to say that you guys couldn't hear us.
Listen, that's a known thing. Yeah. I want to hear the questions. I want to hear you ask.
All right, let's go. Let's get into questions.
You know what I mean? We're still fucking up big, bro. I think the score's gonna be 2-0 Galaxy.
I mean, we did better than I expected.
Fuck, San Jose.
Fuck Levels FC. Fucking G's are gonna be coming on top, right?
Let me know. Hey,
All right,
boy,
George.
let me know.
All right, George. You got this.
Good?
You got this.
We're good?
You got this. You got start. You got
Another
questions
shot.
for us?
Another shot.
No, what the fuck you mean? We finished the bottle, stupid ass.
You got a bottle downstairs, dog. Like I never been to your house.
Right. All right. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh wow! Oh
right.
wow! This is what we're gonna do.
All right. Cheesy. Cheesy. Ask.
The cheesy.
Hookup. Cool, bitch. Don't disrespect me while I'm talking.
what? Don't what?
Disrespect me.
Holy shit.
All right, go ahead,
It's
George.
Monday, y'all.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Who got the hookup with the stickers? I'm all out. Sad boy cheesy. Hashtag.
Yeah, if anybody knows
Hey,
anybody who got hookups on printing stickers, hit us up. We're always looking to print stickers. So
Shout out to Cheesy Dog. He saw me with a Truly. He smacked that shit around my head, gave me a White Claw. Shout out Cheesy.
Hey, all
That's
right.
fuck.
Hell yeah. That's right. Cheesy.
All right.
Okay, so he was asking about where we get stickers, and I'm sure we can find out. Like, shoot us.
Angel.
Yeah, we'll ask Adam. Go for it, George.
Next question. How confident were you guys
Talking to the mic.
One? Shut up, bitch. My podcast.
all right, you said again. Say it again. That's good.
Thank you, Rudy, for talking to me respectfully. How confident were you guys going up 3-1?
Super confident.
Dog, real shit.
Super
When I
confident.
saw 3-1, I was like, yep, I told y'all motherfuckers on the podcast. Y'all dumb motherfuckers. Y'all don't know shit about soccer. And then when they tied 3-3, I ain't shit.
Angel, did you call a tie?
I said it 2-1, but I said it was gonna be a very close game, so I wouldn't be surprised if there being some, high scoring tie or some shit. Open ass game. Now, listen, it wasn't an open ass game. At least not after 25 minutes. It was a very one sided game. I mean, yeah, obviously we have quality players, so there was a few additional chances, right? But you get the point. How I felt though, I was never shooketh at all.
Yeah.
Listen, I wasn't surprised on the 3-3. But I was never not a single even getting into the game at the bar when I started talking to John and everyone, what do you think? I was good. I knew we were not going to lose. Period.
Yeah, I felt the same.
All right. Next question comes from Serge Gio.
Which one?
Shut up, bitch. You look. I can't say that shit. Do you believe Dini will be a starter when playoffs begin? Thank you for the
Yes.
love.
Yes.
All depends on the form. If he comes back and he's hot, he's definitely a starter. If he's not, probably
Listen.
be utility.
Rudy, earlier, and I didn't want to get into it because then we're going to go off on a whole, but it's relevant now. You asked what's, if we catch LAFC again in a standalone game, in a 1-1, in a playoff game, right? In a one-off type of game. I didn't want to get into it because it becomes a whole argument. Well, who's comes off the bench? Blah, blah, blah. It's a no-brainer. Drini starting on one wing, Pavone's on the other. But then that's the type of game. If you want to bring someone that's going to give you that type of outlet, or it's going to be I guess, if you're like someone, whoever was it that was pissed off that Antuna came out because of the long ball, you could play him or whatever. That's when you can do it. In that type of game, it makes sense because then you're really bringing somebody with fresh legs and someone that actually is a winger. Look, was Chris Pontius even on the bench? No, right?
I didn't look into that. I don't know if he was or not.
Yeah, and I'm looking into it. And the reason I bring it up is because he's the only other person right now that to me makes sense that can play that winger role, right? So now, hoping that, let's just say he was out this past game, hoping that we have all these guys back, the entire squad is healthy by those playoff time, with Drini being the automatic plug and play type of player. When you have Antonation and Vergation and and Chris Pontius as potential actual players that can give you that's a total game changer. Straight up getting whenever we get Drini back, it's just like it's like if we bought another player type of shit,
It all depends on his form though, right? It all really depends on his form.
Course, it's Daddy Drini, so what do you expect? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen.
What do I expect?
Oh, here we go.
I expect the best because he touched me.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Where did he touch you?
Don't.
No, I know. Keep going.
Bryant. Oh, thank you. Listen,
Stacey,
I got some water. They saw me on live, y'all.
All right, dog, come on, give me some questions, baby. Come on, let's go.
Relax. Goddamn. Hey, my bad, podcast fans. All right, family. All right, as a Laker fan, how much does it hurt to see Kareem in a Levi's jersey?
It's fucking marketing, bro.
Doesn't faze me. I mean, listen, if the Lakers
Dog, real
still
shit.
everything but the Galaxy when it comes
Fuck
to
the
so-
Inglewood Lakers. Fuck the Inglewood Lakers. They ain't shit. That motherfucker played at Inglewood. He ain't shit either. Inglewood
Well,
and,
the
and
irony, right? The irony. Because
exactly.
when
Inglewood ain't
he was in, they were
LA.
Inglewood Lakers when
Inglewood
he was a
ain't
player.
LA.
So
Get the fuck out of here. All right.
listen, yeah,
Next question.
yeah.
This is my segment. I'm back. Popeye ate some fucking water, dog. I'm good. Relax.
I don't think some people got that
Fuck.
Popeye reference, but I got it.
Well, you got it because you pretend to be Popeye, stupid ass.
Hmm.
All right. Cheyenne9 asks, Tanta no Arajo. By the way, the away section was hype.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, the first goal, I thought it was a home goal, not our goal, because it was rocking.
Yeah. No Arajo, honestly, I'm okay with it. As long as you put someone in that position that had the same mindset and concept of what you were doing, it's fine. It's all up to the coach. Honestly, if the coach reaches to the players, it doesn't matter who's there.
Also, I think because we touched this the first LAFC game this year, and this year in the Tailgate episodes, physicality. If there's one thing that LAFC doesn't do well is getting hit or having those physical players. I mean, they figured out with the other teams because again we mentioned this before. Other teams don't have the quality that we do, so we cannot only play that style, but we cannot once we get the ball back. It's dangerous. It's danger. And listen, I'm all for Araujo for the future. I'm sticking to that. I think he's definitely a player for the future, but at least as of right now, I take, at least to date, Felster when it comes to the LAFC games, he stepped up. He at least goes hard. I guess at least after the very first one, after the very first LAFC game. I don't remember all the exact details. I remember coming back and fucking the shit out of him. But I can't remember his specific play in the very first LAFC game. But from the second one and on, at the Stank last year, the second one here, and then obviously the 2 games this season, there's no reason. And listen, if someone can make a legitimate case for it, that's fair. But going just off of the games that Felster has played in these games and how well he's played these games, there's no reason for Araujo to be in the field when it comes to these games.
Nope, I agree 100%.
Yeah. All right. Next question is Kung Fu Alex. Hey, I got it. Shut LA keep Alessandrini, Pavon, Zlatan. Alessandrini sounds fire. Listen,
Going forward, going forward?
it's gonna be 10 seconds for me because I can't talk much. I can't talk past 15 seconds because my voice hurts me. But if Dini is in GBS's plans, then I'll take it. If not, then bring whatever he has. Because he brought us Pavon, he brought us Fabio. Listen, my trust is in this man 100%. But if Dini's in the plans, I'll take it.
Listen, I'm cool with Drini being Tam. I would rather not to slot them back. That's what I'll say. And obviously Pavon, as long as we keep him.
La concha tu madre.
Cool.
Yeah.
Angel? Cool. All right.
Listen, I did what you guys did.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bermudez. This tie, good, bad. I hate it. We had the game.
Yeah, same. I'll take the result, the tie, but I really felt we should have won this game.
Listen,
I'll take the tie.
Go for it.
I don't want to have an L. I'll take the tie. We should have won this game. The whole day today, I was saying we should have won this game. But I'd rather take no L than take the W.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
All right. Dan Rizzo says, do you guys think Bingham had a good game?
Yes.
Yes from me. Yes from me. Yes from what Angel, what?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, man. It's hard to say he had a good game when he scored 3 goals on him, but he had a good game. You know what I mean? It could
Nah,
be
he
worse.
kept us in.
But
This
he
is one of
saved
those games
shots.
where you could claim a point.
Yeah.
I think so.
He saved shots that kept us in the conversation.
Listen, and we completely missed it because the first 25 minutes was all us, right? Well, not saying all us, but we are hyped because of what happened in those 25 minutes. Where I'm most concerned talking about that. We completely forgot basically Vela had a clear fucking curler that he could have gone top left. Yeah, 1-on-1, and I mean, obviously, thankfully, the angle wasn't ideal for Vela. It was better suited for Bingham because Vela wasn't able to open up his legs enough. Well, open up wider to get the full curl on it. But what he was able to do, Bingham was able to react to that, and he had a great save. And we completely forgot to talk about that.
Yep.
So listen, At that
Agree.
point, if I'm not mistaken, could have been 1-1 then, right? If I'm mistaken, 1-1 then,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Yeah, it would have been
Maybe
1-1
2-1,
then.
maybe for sure 1-1.
No, 1-1.
Yeah,
I
so
think so.
no, for sure, I think it would have been 1-1 then because they were still trying to catch up. So yeah, uh, listen, Bingham had a hell of a game.
All right, next question comes from Julissa Martinez 98. Did a girl really poop in their stadium?
Oh yeah. Well, we talked about that already. So yeah, you already know.
Yeah, go to
Well,
social
we-
to see it.
Yeah, go to the socials, you'll see it. Yeah.
All right, Dan Rizzo ask another question. Do we keep Fabio Alvarez for the next season? I'm 100% yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
100%
right
yes.
now,
100%.
the way that things are going, I can't see why you don't make a case for not bringing him back. You know, but yeah,
Wait.
there's the answer.
Oh, okay. All right. Sharky14 says, "Do you guys notice the team chemistry between different players throughout the game?" Good question.
Well, let's think about it. I'm sure, but think about
You know
like
what?
for example.
Hold on. Question. More of a response. If you've ever played foot FIFA Ultimate Team, there's a chemistry thing.
Mhm.
And it depends on the nationality and everything. Masa and Rudy have a lot more experience than me in this. But just from a beginner's experience, when you mix up nationality and you mix up club and you mix up any of that, the chemistry goes up. And that's exactly what I think what happened when Pavon and Fabio linked up.
Yep, for sure.
Rudy?
For sure. So here's the thing, right? I think the club itself is in a good place when it comes to chemistry. I think it seems like right now everything's ticking and we're really fighting for it. But I do see that connection between Pavon and Fabio, or the connection between
Pavon and Satan?
Polenta and Jonah. Like there's definitely clicks within them, but it seems like the whole team is kind of gelling together, and that's I'm 100% okay with that.
Cool.
All right. Sensei09 says, favorite chant from ACV and please sing the You Can't Beat Us live. Can we do it? Can we give it to them?
Fine.
Do it.
You go ahead. I want you
Angel,
to lead it.
Angel,
I want to hear you.
Angel's a capo.
George, you got us fucking
Nah, yeah, you cap as fuck right now, dog. Everybody
Your
wants to hear
segment.
You can beat us.
you. Can't beat us.
Yo, honestly, my favorite chant, and I think we talked about it prior to this once getting on this podcast, is "fuck that pigeon." Hey, my respects to the rest of the pigeon, because I don't know what the pigeon's going through, but fuck that pigeon.
Oh shit, Masa was your favorite
Angel?
ACB. I'm
Oh.
thinking
My what?
Your
your
favorite,
favorite ACB check.
ACB chant last night.
I don't know. Like I said, I blacked out, dog. I don't remember.
Last night or in general? If you're talking about last night, then Feliz. I don't know. Some,
Last night.
Nah, I
alright,
like
Feliz,
Lolo.
Feliz. Oh, to me, I think something about Feliz just
Okay.
knocked, man. Just,
That's accurate.
at least last night.
both the chants you guys said are it. The Lo and Feliz, my two favorite ones all time. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Or this is our house.
this is our house.
Next question, fucking solid. And Rudy, I want you to answer first. Alex Carrillo Jr. says, "Would you welcome back Ibra next season if we have another solid striker off the bench?"
No.
No, no. Rudy.
And no, man. I think some of the ugly play we have.
Hard.
Some of the ugly play we have is because of Zlatan, in my opinion, bro. I think we're suited for a more mobile striker. I've been saying this for a while now. I think we need a mobile striker, and
You know
And
what?
then
The Pavon first goal showed that.
yeah,
If we had a
if
mobile-
if Zlatan can do
Yeah.
runs like that all game long, if
Yeah.
he was mobile like that all game long, it'd be different. But he's not, man. And we see the toll it takes on him to be that guy, right? When
Yeah.
he does that, it
You know
takes a
what?
toll on him.
I'll answer. I say yes, just because my heart is with Zlatan. I respect the motherfucker, but if we get a mobile striker, then I'll be okay to see him leave if we pick it up.
You know, it'd be interesting though, like if we could restructure his contract again, if he wants to keep playing.
And
You know what I mean?
Yes and no. But then you have a dilemma with Zlatan coming off the bench. Zlatan, listen, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
problem that
I
we
hear
don't
you.
want to have.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Angel?
Listen, I'm still calling for Kun Agüero for that specific reason. He plays that
Oh.
style.
And you got to fight with Pep.
And I must say, he
Oh.
also has that. Look, he's Argentine. Since George was talking about chemistry earlier, he's Argentine. He's obviously played with Pavon before in the national team. he's homies as fuck with Messi, and Messi obviously has a thing, some type of good relationship with Pavon. So look, I'm not saying that it's already a confirmed deal, but I can confirm nor deny Kun Agüero to the Galaxy.
All right. So I have one question I don't get, but you guys could answer. Mr. TP, shout out, Mr. Go around the horn on popcorn, tapatio, or tajin. I don't get the question.
Repeat it.
On the corn.
All right, go around the horn on popcorn, tapatio, or tajin.
Neither. I do neither. Right?
Real
I'll do
shit.
popcorn.
I'll do popcorn too. All right, next. LA Galaxy Outsider asked a real good question. True or false? We missed theirs last night.
I say no.
Answer the. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I say yes, just because if you can imagine, maybe Polenta left, right, instead of Romney, at one point.
Listen, my problem is this Galaxy back defense. I don't know what I'll get, who I play in this position. So if you tell me 3-3, you'll leave with a tie. I'll take it.
Hey, listen, again, whatever happened yesterday, happened. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, because the question would be, do you think people had a bad game?
No.
Right?
I don't think I had a bad game.
No. The real question is, do you think people would have? Do you think Polenta would have a better game than Shelvick did on the left? Yeah.
Yep. And that's tough.
I mean,
that's tough. Right?
Yeah, especially when he contributed to that first goal. It's a good question. Look, realistically, I'd be, and I think we touched on this earlier in the podcast, and I remember which one, probably the last one, the one before that. I'm content with anyone in our back line right now currently backing each other up.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm fine with that. All right. Angel Allen asked, do you guys think the Galaxy will get second in the conference? 100% yes.
It's there.
There's no doubt in my mind we're gonna get second in this conference.
It's there.
Honestly, my personal opinion, we're gonna go on a winning streak after this game.
It's definitely take it, man. Like I said, right, 6 points between 8th place and 2nd place. So yeah, and we're 2 points away from 2nd place right now. Definitely.
I say yes. Fuck it. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Adam.
Romo asked, do you guys know of any of the Popeyes that have the chicken sandwiches? Romo, I can confirm you that the one by my house on Vermont and Sepulveda has it. It's at least a 45 minute, right, Misa?
100%.
45 minute. At least 45-minute wait.
Yes. Sunday, I stopped by the bank really quick. It's right there also.
Hey, bitch, you're going to Earth. You're going to Earth Cafe on Sunday. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't gonna eat Popeyes.
All right, so just so you guys are aware, George is the one that acts all extra bougie. About to say, bitch, you better check yourself right quick. But yes, that
you, bitch. You want to fight on air? Fuck you too. Goddamn. I ain't talking about you, bitch.
I don't fight drunk people. I don't fight drunk people unless I'm drunk. Yeah. No, but yeah, the fucking line for the Popeyes was all the way around.
Popeyes is crack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, shout out Popeyes. They're our sponsor. Megapod. All right. Next question. Mr. TP, another question. Also, can we talk about the lady who took a shit during Stank?
We already did.
Hey, listen, we talked about her.
She got an award.
We set it up. ACB set it up. All right.
Staged it.
Tony B. Real says, if Stairs played and Polenta is on the left, does it eliminate defense mistakes and do we win?
I don't know.
You know what? My thing to that is that's highlighting who's on the left. Shelvick. We didn't have a back. Shelvick did not.
But Shelvick didn't have, the error was on Romney. That's where the error on the left hand side.
And that's my thing. If it were switched into the second half and that's the back that we had, I'll take it. But it wasn't on Shelvick. It was on Romney.
The only bad thing on Shelvick was getting a yellow card, right? And even at that, I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing. He had to be physical. So
listen, he should have had a red card. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, Nag News says Popeye's chicken or Chick-fil-A. Angel, you tasted
Popeye's
it.
chicken.
You were
Yeah?
the one that tasted it.
And I had
He
the carbs
tasted-
and everything. I
I didn't
needed
taste
to
it.
try it.
I didn't taste it because it had pickles and it had mayonnaise, and I'm a bitch, and I need to be special. But Angel,
I
yes or
killed
no?
2 of those motherfuckers, and legitimately better than fucking Chick-fil-A. Because
Do you
I've
like
had the
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A one before. I like Chick-fil-A.
I
Yes,
love
I
Chick.
do.
I love
I do.
Chick-fil-A.
I like Chick-fil-A. I do.
Yeah, me too.
Chick-fil-A
That's
is
what I'm
my
interested.
shit.
But straight up, Popeye's chicken is just better than anything out there.
Really?
Yeah, to me.
Okay.
Well, at least not anything out there, but that had that type of chicken. Yeah, it's Popeye's chicken's the shit.
All right, Angel. This question's for you, but everyone can answer it. But I don't listen. I drank a little, so I don't know how the fuck to say his man's name. MCROWNGK1. Yeah, listen.
That's cool. I ain't mad. I
All
ain't
right.
mad at you.
If you had a chance to punch Alexi Lalas or Wondolowski in the face, who would you punch?
Wando.
Shit.
Wando.
Alexi Lalas for me.
Wando.
Wondolowski.
Even though
Wondolowski.
Alexi Lalas brought us David Beckham, I still punch fucking Alexi Lalas. I fucking hate that piece of shit.
It's
If
Wondolowski
it
for
was
me.
Stuart Holden, fuck Stuart Holden. I wish I had, and Taylor Truman. Listen, I wish I had these motherfuckers in my face. Fuck. All right.
Wondolowski.
Oh, this is
Uh,
amazing. This is
Rudy?
amazing.
Rudy.
Probably Wando.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Rosie Isoma says, "Tupo tifo idea. Make the pigeon into a pollo campero. Make the pigeon into a pollo campero that costs 35.52. Listen.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
That's hilarious.
Rosie is on some shit, and Rosie understands it. I'm down with Rosie.
Listen, the only reason why Rosie, while it's funny and all that shit to me, I'm one of the few people, and actually, it was quite a few of us that have the same sentiment. We don't, at least I don't want us wasting our time, with specific things addressed to LAFC. As funny as it is, yeah, I get it 100%, but that's
Not
something
worth
that
it.
other teams it's not worth the energy and time. Let's do shit for our team, for our club.
Yo, what
And I
the fuck
encourage everyone
today?
to do it.
Hey, real shit today. The day that I need to take a pee, everyone wants that fucking ask a question. Yeah, motherfuckers. What? All right, G's up. Oh, never mind. All right. Luis said, "Who really fucks with Fabio more out of the four?"
Masa.
Masa.
Honestly, Masa. Yeah, Masa.
Easy call.
That's
All
my
right.
boy.
Look at him out there smiling like, no, you heard that little, you heard that, you trash for that, Masa.
Alejandro Stay G says, "How were we able to score 3 goals in 20 minutes?
Fucking team
We're
is
daddy.
badass, that's why.
We're daddy."
Listen, and I
It's
don't think
mental also in their head.
not only that, but I think we can score that against any team. The goals we scored,
Yeah.
all 3
Any
goals,
day.
or
Dog,
any team.
I came into this fucking in this podcast and say, punch him in the mouth.
Yep.
Lay him out. Lay him out. We fucked up. All right. Same guy says, "What advice do you give to people traveling to Houston?"
Say that one more time.
What advice do you give people traveling to Houston?
Download,
No, hold on.
download all of
No,
Maxo
no,
Cream's
no.
albums and listen to it on the plane.
Do not go to the bar that me and Rudy went to because we lost our life there.
Listen, you want to know what to do? You listen to the Chris Seller episode and you listen to the Blueberries episode.
Yeah.
And that's guidelines.
Yep, guidance for sure.
Cool.
That's funny. Chris Seller episode and Blueberry.
Oh,
Those
see,
fucking
Turk
2 episodes
says-
are legends as fuck.
How much of a factor are the mind games of Zlatan, the Galaxy marketing team, and social media in keeping us undefeated in the rivalry? Blessing mentioned us in the post game about his friends and family and how it upsetted him. Hey, fuck Blessing.
Take the
And to add to that, yeah, shout out to everyone. I mean, obviously, Zlatan's doing his thing and he's
talk
backing
about
it up. The fucking marketing stuff, cool. I dig all of it. Like, it's all been on point for sure. It's been on point. I don't know if you guys feel otherwise. I mean, you're fucking with them more. It's mental as shit. But I saw I think it was the Harvey post game interview with the FS1 crew, and legit, he was trying to be upbeat. Oh, well, it's about MLS, blah 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 blah. he didn't want to address that because I know they did ask him a few questions about how does it play. You still can't beat the Galaxy. Blah blah blah. He got emotional. Like he could at some point that he wanted to fucking cry. He wanted to fucking cry. And listen, you're talking to these guys that have been stroking your dick for 2 years now, right? And even after the fact that you guys still couldn't beat us, was it 5 games now? The 5 games you can't beat the Galaxy. They were still kind of stroking your ego. He on national television. He was about to fucking cry. And if you guys don't believe me, Rudy, I'll forward you the.
I seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like he got like this,
He had like a fake smile the whole time.
Yeah, and then when you're about to cry, and then his eyes got water, and then eventually he was able to compose it and it went away. But there's a specific moment there where he gets like this a little bit, and you see this, and I've cried so many times, so I know exactly. I relate to that. I know exactly when you're about to cry, bro. So don't front. I know exactly when that's about to go down. So listen, obviously with the whole blessing thing, with the Harvey thing. Obviously, Vela's reaction, it doesn't tell you something. I mean, he's a fucking captain. Is launching the armband. Now, to me, launching the armband and whatever, I've had my tantrums before, so I get it. But it's that,
Really?
Listen, yes, all right, obviously. But is that type of shit? Of course, it's mental.
Let me ask a question.
Go for it.
With that blessing poster, you think that kind of, wild him up and he got the performance he got because of that poster?
Well, he talked about it.
Oh, yeah, and I know he talked about it. I know he talked about it, saying like he felt disrespectful, whatever. But do you think that hyped him up for the game to have a performance?
Listen, the fact that he had people calling him out, and his fans, his family, saying, "Hey, did you see this? Did you see this?" It has to get you ready. It has to. You're human.
Well, listen, what I'm saying is because when last game they compared Zlatan to Vela. Zlatan came out and just owned them. I think a little bit of that happened with Blessing. Put that poster up there, it got to his head, and he's like, "Okay, fuck you guys, I'm going after you."
So yeah, I don't even know if I fully agree with that because his first goal, right? That's the one that ricocheted off everyone, right? It's just
his second goal, two.
And the second was I remember that one.
The second goal was down the middle.
Right. So even then, like
Vela took a shot and it on Shelvick to him.
So yeah, I mean, look, it's I guess just right place, right time type of thing. I don't necessarily think that it was his specific game. Now I'm not taking anything away from him and the rest of the team. Obviously, we addressed it. LAFC obviously had a better second half, but if you're talking about him specifically, if he was the game changer or if he took that, listen, they're gonna get man of the match because of the goals, obviously, right? But his goals not anything great. It's like he actually dished. I mean, again, one of them was fucking. You just got lucky, he ricocheted to you. So that's how I feel about that.
I could have made that shit.
Shit, even I could have made that shit.
All right,
that's what I wanted you to say. Yeah, hell yeah.
Right,
damn, really? Fuck. All right,
let's go. Come on.
What the fuck? You don't want to answer shit? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
All right, bye.
Oh. All right. All right. Uncle Dishwasher says, if you could go back in time and change one player in last night's lineup with the guaranteed of a tie, but have a chance at a win, A, would you do it? And B, if so, who would it be? That was a hard-ass question for me to say, like, to keep composure. So I don't know. Listen, don't ask me to read back that shit ever again.
One more time.
I was going to ask you because I didn't get it.
So,
all right.
You got this?
Hold down. Take a deep breath.
All right, relax. All right. Uncle Dishwasher says, if you could go back in time and change one player in last night's in the lineup without the guarantee of a tie, but have a chance at a win, who would it be? So you had the starting 11. You know what the fuck it is. You change one person. You don't have a guarantee of a tie, but maybe of a win. Who are you going to change? So change.
It could be any player or a Galaxy player.
Galaxy player.
No. No, stupid. You're not going to fucking put Cristiano Ronaldo for this shit.
I would put him in.
I mean, I would have put him in.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, me too, bitch. He's the best player on the planet.
See?
But if you have
with a roster,
yesterday's lineup within the roster, and you could change it without having the guarantee of us tying, who would it be?
Greeny for Antuna.
That's not within our roster though, because he's injured.
Oh, then no one.
Yeah,
Well,
I
then,
wouldn't take it.
what's the purpose?
Not worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
No, he's talking about like
it's-
somebody from the bench, including in the first 11 for last night's game.
I would
No.
say
I guess
I would say
go for it.
I would say Araujo. I would say Araujo for Antuna.
The only thing then that I would consider doing would be
Uh-huh.
putting Kevin Kitchen just because of the physicality and the nature of his style
Okay,
behind Jonah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe.
That's completely
But
fair.
Oh, you know what? And Kitchen wasn't even in the 11 and the 18.
Oh,
So,
he wasn't
yeah.
shit. Then never mind. Then
Yep.
if that's the case, then Chris Pontius had to be.
Yeah,
on
he
there.
was. He was.
Okay, then
Pontius.
Chris Pontius Frantuna. There you go.
Yeah. I don't think I'll do anything. I'll leave it as it
neither.
is.
I wouldn't.
That's fair. All right. Rudy Madrigal says, "Will we rest Zlatan before the season ends? He seems gassed."
Nah, I think
No.
I think it's guys because of yesterday's game, the way he played
Yeah.
yesterday's game.
Listen, no, honestly, if we lock in the first four, I think we gas him out. I think we rest him. The first four.
I don't
First
even
four
think.
is home field advantage. Hopefully we get two. Once we get two, if we get locked in two, then we rest him.
The way
But I
the
don't think
standings
that-
are, the way the standings
Yeah,
are, I
yeah.
don't think we'll see like a
Exactly.
clear
Yep.
until it's then. And again, I think.
Mm.
But listen, and if we were gonna rest him, who do we bring in to play striker?
Well,
Exactly.
that's what I was gonna get to. I think the only one, and it's not even
No.
the game, but I think the only game that I would consider him resting from now until the end of this month at least. If we're talking about at least one game, it would be the away game, midweek game to RSL. That would be the only one.
Oh, but they're second
No,
place.
we got fuck, what's Eva Boateng, no?
No, we don't. Goodbye.
Oh, my bad.
Uh,
That
I
is
mean,
my
well,
case.
I would. Yeah,
That
no,
is
I
my
get
case.
it. Anyways, point is, I'm saying that's the only thing that I would consider, and maybe you put Antuna up top and you put Chris Pontius on the wing. I mean, that's if we're talking about doing that, right? But realistically, no, I don't want to do that. If he's good to go, if he can at least give me 45 minutes of Zlatan and we rest him the second half,
That was a change
That's
Antuna.
huh?
His question was Antuna.
Antuna, I thought it was Zlatan.
yeah, it was Zlatan. Or you read it wrong. All
All
right, next
all right,
question.
go to the
dog.
next question.
Fucking George.
God, that was a long ass thread. All right. Efran Alvarez would have been a better substitution
No,
than Carrasco.
Hard pass.
hard pass.
I said no. I said
Someone
no.
addressed that also in the live chat, and straight up, I completely ignored you because I don't agree.
Yeah, no.
All right,
That's
next
fair.
question.
To live and die in LA says, are you guys in agreement with Eddie Nags saying that the G's will not lose a game for the rest of the season? I agree.
Listen,
I agree.
Playing
I
the way we
agree
played last
100%.
night, playing
Well.
the first 15 minutes of last night's game, I think we could beat any team.
I think we talked about this either the last pod or the pod before that, either tailgate or last Monday, where I said we could make a legitimate case for it because from the last LAFC game to this one that just passed, well, the first home one till now, we talked about the stretch of games that we were gonna have, right? Which included, obviously Portland, who's obviously in a fucking rise, Atlanta United, DC. Games are, and then obviously the follow up to, the Chivas game. So we're talking about a stretch of games that were going to be difficult, right? Especially in a condensed schedule. From here on out, realistically, we're talking about teams that we should be able to beat. So we could make an argument that, yeah, we can go unbeaten. But then people are asking questions, well, do we rest Zlatan? Do we do this? Especially because we have still a compacted schedule in September, is it? Right? Where we have, I think like 6 games or like 5 in 1 month.
5 games.
So, look, there's a chance where we don't, but realistically, if you want me to bet $5 on it, we could bet $5 on it. I say we do. Fuck it.
I'm down with that too.
All right, cool. Dario says, when is Drini's coming back? And can we agree that he could be a lot better than Antuna at the front with Zlatan and Pavon?
Easy.
Yeah, that I think we
Easy
don't
call.
even have. I think when he comes
Listen,
back, well, he's training
Me and
already, right?
Drini talked to each other, and he kissed me. He says, "I love you." I don't want to say other shit because Angel's here, but he said that he's gonna come back nice as fuck.
And he should be back, I think, mid next month, right? Mid September.
Well, he's training already. He's
Yeah.
training already.
Yeah, he's already.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least conditioning. At least that's what it seems that he's already doing.
All right. Angel and Rude, this might be a little bit more for you guys because I didn't hear it this week. Did you guys hear the extra time pod? Them dudes feel Levas
I
had
did.
figured out how to win us in the playoffs, and they would win. What are your thoughts?
I even heard it again earlier today.
Okay,
I
you heard
got
it
to hear it
twice.
today.
Heard it twice?
Well, no, I heard last week's episode to the
Huh?
pre, and
Okay.
then also today's episode, the post.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. What do you think?
Straight up, listen. The only reason I listen to those guys is for those specific games to laugh, just to fucking laugh. Because any of our podcasts, whether it's the ones that that we're good friends with, or anyone, right? Doesn't matter. I hear I try to hear all the Galaxy podcasts, but if none of them are up, or then I would toss on extra time radio, unless it's the San Jose game or the LAFC game. Realistically, they barely talk about RSL Galaxy games, so.
Uh-huh.
All they do is stroke that shit. Today, you know what today's episode became about? It for us for a bit, yes, they talked about the Galaxy in the first 25 minutes, but then they talked about how they figured out how to beat us. That's
Which they
what
haven't, right?
right. Like at some
Listen,
point
all
it
right,
became
you
about
know what?
now that
Hey,
they have the recipe for how to beat
Angel,
us.
you could talk everything that you want about this. You could do everything. Listen, my a minute in this is the MLS is gonna have a narrative towards LAFC until Miami comes here.
Yep.
Listen, this was a narrative that they had towards Atlanta. LAFC is having this shit. Miami's gonna have.
You're right. They had that shit for Seattle when Seattle
Listen,
came in. They had it for Portland when Portland
And
came in.
and I completely agree. And when they come, they're just gonna be exposed for the shit that they are. Cause these motherfuckers are not. They're on our heels. And when I mean that is that we're stepping on them. These motherfuckers ain't shit to us. So when that happens, it's gonna be a wrap for them. These motherfuckers, honestly, it's trash as. But when Miami comes, the narrative is gonna change. We see it on MLS, we see it on ESPN, we see Taylor Twellman, we see Alexi Lalas, we see everyone, FS Sports, everyone that covers this team covers them. And to me, it gets me frustrated, but I understand. It gets me riled up, but it is what it is. We can't get mad at it.
I don't. I say I listen to laugh.
Yeah. No, I think we get it. I think we get it.
And here's the thing, right? Like they are like the best team in MLS right now. They're doing all this and that. None of that shit matters because they can't beat us. So I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but what
literally
happens when they can't beat us?
Well, again, the biggest take, and again, if you guys don't know, catch it. It's the first 20 minutes. So you don't even have to wait till the end to catch extra time. As a matter of fact, in extra time radio, they put the times down too. So if you ever just want to listen to what they got to say about whatever Galaxy game is coming up next, just see there and just fast forward to that, or at the beginning. But in this case, I'm saving 20 minutes. At some point, if they say that, oh well, now LAC knows how to beat the Galaxy. Listen, what are you talking about? You said they figured it out, but when did you beat them?
Angel,
like
you're
when?
A coach. Angel, you're a coach. How do you beat the Galaxy off this game? Tell me, you're a coach. Tell me, if you're a coach, how do you beat this Galaxy off this game?
They said that they figured out how to beat the Galaxy. At the end of the day, it was I'm with you. At the end of the day, what was the final score? 3-3. Did they beat us? No, they did not. So they obviously have not figured out how to beat the Galaxy. Anyways, that's what I think about extra time radio.
Yeah, they're trash. All right, next question.
All right, next question comes from. It was a long ass thread with that one. That was it.
That's it.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah, it was a long ass thread with that.
So before we sign off, I want to give a big shout out to Erica. Happy belated birthday.
Hey,
I was supposed to do it on
Erica.
Thursday.
Erica, Aria says hi. She loves you.
I was supposed to do it Thursday, but I completely forgot on the tailgate. So I told you yesterday I was going to do it today. So there you go. Happy birthday. We will be back on Thursday, I think, for the tailgate. So we can talk about Seattle. And
I guarantee you I'm not going to drink that night, y'all.
But with that being said,
White Claws on Thursdays.
Nah, fuck you. Straight shot. Stop being a bitch.
all right. With that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm your boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on the gram. I'm Smarts on Twitter.
Oh, it's me, huh? Oh, fuck. Right here. Hey, hit me up tomorrow if y'all want to know if I wouldn't work tonight. Turn not.
Hey, you guys, shout out to everyone
Turn
that
it.
was able to make it, everyone that were white. Shout out also to people who made the viewing party and at Dignity Health. That shit looked like it was fucking popping.
Oh, Angel, hold on. Hey, time out. Hey, Misa. Hey, he doesn't believe in love. He said that love doesn't exist. Hit
He's
him
right.
up. What's your Instagram? Misa. Misa, what the fuck? Misa, look up Misa. That
Angel,
motherfucker doesn't believe in love.
let's go. Let's go, man. Let's
Follow
go.
me at LiveIt96 on Twitter and ADF3691 on Instagram. And yeah, Misa is cute as fuck, so go check him out.
Wants to sign me off.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace, guys. Sorry about
Peace,
this.
yo.
Sorry, guys.
Nah,
I'm
fuck
trying
that.
to
Don't
be-
apologize. Good shit, George.